here outside of the Minuteman press box. I know it's really tough to think about it. I'm not always stuck in there, but I'm here with the concessions manager, Frankie Pardo, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and to be fair, brisket where my mouth is. And I'm gonna ask Frankie kind of about what this new revamped concession stand is looking like this year. How did it come about?
Yeah, so about in February, March, Pat, our GM, came up to me and said, really want to lean into the barbecue this year.
Yeah.
Told me to find a smoker, get the menu going. Took a couple months to find the smoker, but we finally found one at a good price. It's actually my first year using one like this, but finally got the hang of it.
Yeah.
So on the menu we have brisket, chopped brisket, pulled pork, mac and cheese, a brisket burn-in sausage, and a tri-tip sandwich.
All those things that you just outlined sound like probably they would go on the top of my list of things that I would want to eat. I don't get to do it, but you get to make these things. Do you have a favorite item that you've put on the menu this summer?
My tri-tip is my favorite item on the menu this summer. It takes the least amount of time to cook.
Yeah.
The pork butt and the brisket take about 12 to 18 hours depending on the day. But yeah, the tri-tip only takes about 2 hours, so that's always my favorite to do.
And are you doing all of it on this smoker over here?
I am, using nothing but wood.
This thing looks like something that was built in like 1650, but you're telling me that this thing works and it cooks that meat to exactly how you want it.
Yes, it is. I try to keep it around 250 degrees, 275, using nothing but post oak.
Wow. And so people coming to the ballpark, say for the first time, they would come to, what stand would they go to find the brisket, the tri-tip, all those things?
So as soon as you walk into the ballpark, you'll smell the smoke, you'll see the smoker, and then as soon as you take a left, you're right here.
Fantastic. Right here, and on the other side, is it the same, pretty much the same thing?
It's not. The other side is, yeah, the other side is just our main concession, so almost everything's the same from last year.
Fantastic. I mean, we got the hot dogs, nachos, cheeseburgers, anything else that...
we added a Philly cheesesteak this year, which I think is actually really good.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love a Philly cheesesteak? Maybe people from New York?
Maybe.
Possibly. Is there anything else that you want to do for the future? Anything else that you want to add to this experience here on the concourse?
Hopefully some more meats next year. I do like our barbecue sauce. It is award-winning technically. I did win an award last year for a Marion Berries barbecue sauce, so that's what we use this year.
Let's not just glance over that. Tell me more about the award-winning barbecue sauce.
I entered a barbecue competition last summer before our season started, and I won first place tri-tip and first place in ribs, and used our Marion Berries barbecue sauce, and that won first place as well.
Wow,
that's really what got me into going barbecue.
And you're the head barbecue man here at this ballpark now. Frankie Pardo, our concessions manager. We were down here in the concourse. I've been talking about it all summer. Now we've finally shown it to you. Frankie, thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. Come on down, get the tri-tip, the brisket, anything you want down here right as you come to the ballpark.
Well, I sang 7 Summers a couple nights ago. It was pretty good. 7 summers ago.
Yeah, I bet your daddy's so proud of how his little girl turned out. Think she dies a bullet of a good old boy like me. 'Cause I still go drinking, same friends on Friday. Bought a few acres, couple roads off the highway. Guess you never saw things my way anyway. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers ago in Southern Comfort. Were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer.
fastball. That one's hammered into right field. Back to the wall. It's over the fence.
Summers ago, 7 summers ago.
It's a good song. Shout out Morgan Wallen. I like karaoke.
Cole Weber with you, the Marion Berries broadcaster. Getting mobile. We're out here at the front of the concourse. Right as you enter into the stadium, you come into this new and improved plaza, and everything about this place screams a fun time. We've got the Marion Berries merch container. Right as you walk in, you can get anything you want. Shirts, hats, accessories. This is the place. If you want to rep the Berries, you got to come here right as you walk in to your right. And as we keep going, the information desk, starting lineup, standings, Los Planditas, the food truck. They've always got great stuff. Tacos, burritos, quesadillas, whatever you want here. But if you're not feeling it, you can always come to the Berries concession stand. Nachos, hot dogs, burgers, they've got anything you want. But don't sleep on the Marion Berries lemonade. If you come on out and you get their color-changing cup, you buy it once, you get free refills for the entire summer. A fantastic deal. Classic lemonade, Marion Berry lemonade, strawberry, raspberry, anything that you want, we've got it here. If you don't want the regular concession stand, don't forget Frankie Pardo, our concessions manager. He is over there cooking up some meats, brisket, tri-tip, pork, fantastic stuff. And that's what we've got down here on the plaza. I am up there at the Minuteman press box, calling the game for you. There's our PA announcer, Bobby Merwin, getting ready to go, but you gotta come on out to the ballpark, check this out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, if you weren't aware, we had a drone show last night. Here's some picture from that after the game. It was a great show, fantastic performance by the 100 drones flying above Chemeketa baseball fields. But that was last night. It's a new day, game 2 of the series between the Springfield Drifters and your Marion Berries. Saturday, July 18th, 6:30 p.m., about 15 minutes away from first pitch here in beautiful Salem, Oregon. 80 degrees, 11 mile per hour winds blowing toward right center field. Just another one of these perfect baseball days that we've had so many times this summer in 2026. Cole Weber with you, your voice of the Marion Bears. Excited to be back as always. We got my producer Ryan Goff behind me repping the Port Angeles Lefties. No, it's actually the Denver Broncos, his favorite NFL team. We're gonna let him slide with that. Let's talk about. I guess we have to. We'll talk about what happened last night. It was a slog, if you want to call it that. Thanks to everybody who stuck with us for the entire 9 innings. You know, it didn't start off horrible. Zach Hankins struck out a couple in the first inning. Did not start out as bad as it ended. Zach Hankins, a couple of strikeouts, had the same type of situation last week against the Dub C Fish Sticks. Struck out 6 in that game, but it kind of fell apart for him in that Fish Sticks game in the 4th inning and yesterday in the 3rd. Here it is. Springfield got the bats going early. There's Nolan Miller. On his birthday, turned 20 years of age. Scored a run, drove one in. Right after that, it was Zach Story, the third baseman. They scored 3 in the first. Didn't put up any runs in the 2nd inning, but kept it going after that. Berries just couldn't get out of their own way. Didn't throw enough strikes. We were talking about it. Felt like 15 walks. Ended up only being 9. 8 of them in the first 4 innings. Giving the Drifters free bases. And then this, in the field, Matthew Major can't come up with the routine pop-up to end the inning. 2 runs would score. That made it 9-0 after 4. Springfield, for some reason, they just dominate the Berries. This is the one team that they've really had the number of in the WCL. Their starting pitcher yesterday, Ethan Atchley, was fantastic. He only threw 30 pitches in 3 innings, didn't give up a run, just the 1 hit. Finally, Jake Dodge came through, ground ball through the right side, sauntered down to first base, driving in Tyler Dunning. That was the lone run of the game for Marion. Nolan Rowe did his thing, couple of base hits. I'm going to pop off the screen, but man, 2 for 4 looks pretty good on the stat sheet. He had half of the Berries' hits last night in that 12-1 loss. Marion 14-22 on the summer now. Springfield right below them, 14-23. And here are those WCL South Division standings. Walla Walla in first place, 24-16. They've been playing some great baseball as of late, 9-4 in the second half. The opposite of great baseball is being played by the Ridgefield Raptors. They have lost 10 in a row. They were 20-7, sealed up a playoff spot. They're now 20-17 in second. Portland right behind them. Corvallis Knights, a game out of second place. Those are the top 4 in playoff position right now. Yakima trying to get in there. Bend just won on a walk-off last night. Marion and then Springfield. A win tonight for the Drifters would give them the series and would put them into the 7th spot in the standings. And how about a new guest at Chemeketa Baseball Field, a guy that we haven't seen before on 4 legs. How about Caesar, the no-drama llama, coming in, getting some photos, just bringing good vibes. The Berries need it, and they need it badly. Trying to get back. He scratched himself. Hopefully he enjoys the game today, as you all viewing here. We'll let you take a break on the broadcast. Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned July 18th. This is the last weekend series of the year for the Marion Berries. They've got the Berries and Cream Sunday coming up tomorrow. That'll be the last time they play on Sunday this summer. Just 2 home series after this. We're going to move on to the national anthem. It's going to be sung by Jaron Jackson, not the NBA All-Star. No, he is the Oregon Specialty Group CEO, as well as his son, Jesse.
See by the dawn's early light, once so proudly we hail, that the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch. so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Very nicely.
Great job by the Jacksons. Again, that is not the father to Jaren Jackson Jr., the Utah Jazz center. No, that is Jaren Jackson, the OSG CEO, Oregon Specialty Group, presenting our night tonight. Healthcare Appreciation Night. The first 500 fans who came into the ballpark got a free cooler bag. Thanks to Oregon Specialty Group for that. Thanks to Jaren and Jesse for the national anthem. Next up, Painting of the Plate, presented by Sherwin-Williams. That's Camden. How about this? A little different technique. He's going after home plate, getting rid of everything. Good job by Camden. Earns a round of applause by the fans. Here at Chemeketa Baseball Field, we had a big crowd last night for the drone show. 2,122 people came out. I believe that's the second highest attendance we've had in the Berries history. Look at the Drifters down the left field line, and now coming up to the ceremonial first pitch. That is oncologist Dr. John Struther. No, it's not. I was told it was going to be John Struther, unless that's John right there. I think it's going to be somebody else. Let's see what she can do. Not bad at all. Pumping in strikes. Shout out to our mystery first pitch, Jake Dodge. He caught it and actually got to talk to him before the game up on the roof. My next Berry on the roof is Jake Dodge, the cowboy. He's up here, made the trip up the ladder. He's unscathed thus far. Jake, how you feeling on this Saturday, game 2 of the series against the Springfield Drifters?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited. It's dang near 80 degrees outside right now, so I got nothing to complain about. Playing a good team, so excited to compete.
Yep, the weather's better than yesterday. It's about as good as you could ask for. Even a little bit of a breeze blowing toward right field. That's good for you, man. I mean,
yeah,
you're in the 5 spot.
Take advantage of it for sure.
Dude, yeah, let's see a big bomb from you today. We saw one earlier this summer against Corvallis. How do you feel like the swing is working out here in your second summer with Marion?
It's working good. You know, I started off a little slow, but kind of figuring it out as the summer's going along. I'm blessed that the team kind of supports you with whatever it is you're trying to do at the time. So just really happy that I have a good coaching staff and good teammates that are always helping me with whatever it is that I'm trying to figure out with my swing. Just lucky for sure.
Yeah, we've got a great staff. We've got a great crew, a bunch of guys that are just really good dudes. That's what I've heard from all of you all summer.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit. I've wanted to ask you. I mean, you've made a couple appearances on the bump this year. Have you done that a lot as a college player? Is that something that you think is going to follow you to Linfield for your last year of college baseball?
So I'm definitely hoping to do it next year with Linfield. I'm in the talks with the coaching staff about it. They're going to give me a chance for sure in the fall to try it out. But it was going to be a thing my sophomore year at Lynn Benton.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we had some guys go down with injuries, and Coach Petey over there just didn't feel like it was the right idea with me being a first baseman primarily. So this will definitely be the first time it's been a full-on kind of experience, but I'm just really excited because I love pitching. Like it's fun to go out and compete and know that it's really only you out there with your team behind you instead of somebody else up there. You finally get to see what it's like.
Absolutely, you get to go on that 1v1 against the hitter.
Exactly.
It's been fun to watch you on the bump this time. What do you think is your biggest strength as a pitcher?
I would definitely say I'm very competitive, but I'm very lackadaisical with how I am. Just because of the fact that I'm not a pitcher at heart, so I'm just out there having fun, just throwing the ball over the white thing and hoping they don't hit it hard. And I think that there's something that goes to that with being competitive at the same time instead of just, getting worked up about certain things that I can't control. Like maybe it's a ball off or something, who knows? But I'm just happy that I get to go out there and compete with the guys, and I know I have 8 guys behind me that are going to go make a cool play for me. So.
Yeah, that's important to remember, especially as a pitcher. I mean, it's not just you out there. It's not a 1v1. There's 8 guys behind you helping you out.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm excited to see you. You played some baseball at Linfield this year, last summer, college baseball. Let's go get a win against Springfield tonight. Let's bounce back. Let's even up this series. Let's do it, huh?
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one for sure.
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Jake Dodge batting in the 5 spot. He is not my player to watch. It's another Jake, Mr. Jake Allen. Here he is against the Dub C Fish Sticks just last week. Didn't like the swing, but ended up dropping down into right field, scoring the winning run in Game 1 of that series in the non-league play. That was the first time he had been at the plate all summer for the Berries. Let's go back to last year. He was a mainstay in the lineup. This one got out in a hurry. Homer over the left field wall. He played great defense for the Berries last summer as well, mainly in left field. He's a Portland Pilot from right around this area in McNary. Remember this, I believe that's the Springfield Drifters. Got up and made a play at the wall. Made a couple of diving plays as well last summer. Jake Allen had been nursing an upper body injury to start this season. Finally coming back, ready to play some baseball. There he goes out to left field. Jake Allen, my player to watch for Game 2 of the Springfield series. See what he can do. He's batting second. Excited to see him at the plate. If you want to come out, join us for the 2026 season of Marion Berries Baseball with a free reserve ticket using code BerriesLive at MarionBerriesBaseball.com. Take a peek at the top right corner of your screen. There's the code. You can come on out and enjoy either side, either third base or first base. A free ticket. Those seats are fantastic. Great view of the ballpark. Chemeketa baseball field. There's a look at first base. Going to get the shade over there. Third base, at least at the beginning, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of sun, but I think it's okay. You get to enjoy some summer baseball. It's 80 degrees. It's perfect in Salem. A lot of Game 2s of the series going on along the West Coast League. Here's the scoreboard for Saturday, July 18th. Already a game that has gone final. Edmonton, it's their second win over the Port Angeles Lefties. They take the series. That's on the road. Other than that, it looks like the only other game that's actually gotten underway already, the Nanaimo Night Owls and the Kelowna Falcons. That's in the bottom of the first. No scores around the WCL, but a lot of games going on. Victoria beat Wenatchee last night. Bend beat Ridgefield on a walk-off in the bottom of the 10th inning. Beat the Raptors, give them their 10th consecutive loss. So a bunch of stuff still has to happen in the playoff picture. But let's get to the Springfield Drifters starting lineup. 6 mainstays, six guys stick around. It's going to be Hunter Meyer leading off again, playing right field instead of center tonight. Chase Nye, he was number 1 yesterday. He's wearing number 3 today. Will for the rest of the season, playing third base. In the 3 spot, it's the second baseman, number 4, Cooper Mullins. Behind him, the guy who just turned 20 years of age, Nolan Miller, playing first base, wearing number 22. Batting 5th is the designated hitter, new guy in the series, Evan Thomas, wearing number 23. L.J. Leahy will be the catcher tonight, batting 6th, wearing number 19. Behind him is the left fielder, batting 7th, Karsten Hansen, wearing number 26. Kahaku Harrison is our beer batter. He's batting 8th, playing shortstop. And last but not least, the center fielder, number 5, Aiden Gebhardt, leads the Drifters in games played. He's batting 9th. Drifters wearing the all-gray with the royal blue caps. And our starting pitcher, Lucas Plenard, a guy that we've seen a bunch this summer, tied for the team lead in appearances, 6 team, him and Dax Teixeira. Now Lucas Plenard pulls ahead. This will be his first start of the summer. Plenard from Beaverton, 6'2", 230, back for year 2 with Marion. I've got some news on his behalf coming up after the first pitch. Looks like it's going to come through at 6:45. It's called a ball by our home plate umpire, Bryce Reeves. Up and out of the zone, out on the bases, Taylor Schneider. That's our crew for this weekend series. 1-0 the count to start. Plenard comes back. He goes fastball, kind of off the handle, up the middle. Dunning playing second tonight. Tyler Dunning, I don't know if he's played anything besides shortstop here at Chemeketa in his career, but he gets a 4-3 ground out to give us out number 1 of the game. It'll be Sawyer Nelson playing short. These guys have kind of traded off, but when Dunning isn't playing shortstop, he's usually not in the lineup. Alkai's playing third. It's Jake Dodge over at first tonight in the outfield from left to right. Jake Allen, Noah Scher, and Cale Barney. Fastball called a strike. In and out of the glove of Martin Serrano, the catcher. Your battery, Plenert and Serrano. Martin was supposed to start last night, but kind of tweaked something in BP. Pulled him out of the lineup at the last second, but here he is. Glad to have him back, WCL All-Star. And it is Chase Nye at the plate for Springfield with nobody on. Spits on a fastball outside to even the count. Lucas Plenert, I texted him this morning because I saw he was starting for the first time this summer. Former George Fox Bruin. Played his last 2 years up in Newburgh. Started all 11 games that he pitched for the Bruins in the spring. Swing and a miss by Nye. Couldn't touch the 88-mile-per-hour heater. And I asked Plenert how his college search was going. He was in the portal, talking to a bunch of D1 schools. He told me he was uncommitted. And then I waited about an hour and a half, and he texted me back. He says, you know what? Just got off the phone, University of the Pacific, and I am now committed to play D1 baseball. There's a grounder up the middle, gets through into center, brought in by Noah Scher, but we got our first base hit of the outing. It's Chase Nye in his second game of the summer. His first start yesterday was 1 for 3 with a single. He's now 1 for 1 in game 2. Both balls made contact with, went up the middle, almost to the same spot. This one had more pace, 90 off the bat. Dunning had no shot to get to it. First pitch to Cooper Mullins, down and away. Mullins, redshirt junior, been in college baseball for 3 years. Redshirted at the University of Michigan, going back to 2024. It's a nice fastball that catches the outer part of the zone. Cooper Mullins, 5'7". He's got kind of a weird batting stance. Points that thing back behind him and hits one hard to center field. Noah Scher ranges over to his left to get it. Nice play by Scher out there. He's got the speed. Doesn't usually let things drop out in center field. Lynn Benton Roadrunner. 2 down in the top of the first after the fly out by Mullins. Nyes on first after the single up the middle. It's Nolan Miller coming back to the plate. The lefty, great day in game 1. 3 for 5, 2 singles, a double, 2 runs batted in. Batting .272 on the summer. This is his 30th game played. Nice pitch by Plenert to start the at-bat. Nolan Miller from Eugene, sticking around, playing his summer league baseball near where he grew up. He's 6'1", 205, wearing number 22. Awaits the 1-0 pitch from Plenert. Outside. Nolan Miller, 28 hits this summer, 1 home run, 22 RBIs. Started 35 games for the Portland Pilots in the spring. Had 29 hits, 2 home runs, 21 runs batted in. He's up in the count. This is Miller's 3rd year back with the Drifters. Holds the single season Springfield record for batting average, batted .326 last year, hits 60, and RBIs with 31 of them. He's the number 2 outfielder coming out the state of Oregon in 2024. He was actually the MVP of the Richardson Oregon All-Star Series. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Plenert to the dish. Popped up down the left field line. It's going to curve foul. Bounces up against the netting. Allen and Alki converge. Drifters scored 3 runs in the top of the first yesterday. Had the momentum from the jump. They were ahead the entire game. Biggest lead was 9, and it ballooned to 11. 12-1 win for them. They earned it. 2-2 pitch. I believe that's the first breaking ball we've seen from Plenert. 77-mile-per-hour slider. Curves into the zone, but it's fouled away. Lucas Plenert, 3-2 record this summer, 3.91 ERA. Fastball blown by Miller. Strike 3. That's a nice first inning by the newly minted D1 pitcher going to the University of the Pacific. Lucas Plenert doesn't give up a run in the top of the first, gave up just the one hit. And as Chase Nye left out on the bases. So Drifters can't replicate what they did in the first inning yesterday. Let's see if the Berries can change their fortunes, put some runs on the board in the bottom of the first. We're going to go to that after the break. Berries baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app. Welcome back to the starting lineup. Sawyer Nelson, WCL All-Star, did not get to play in the game. He suffered a concussion up in Edmonton, but he is back. Told me the head feels fine. He's playing shortstop, wearing number 5 in the leadoff spot. Behind him, Jake Allen, my player to watch, playing left field, batting second. Martin Serrano is batting third, catching behind the dish, wearing number 11. Tyler Dunning is in the cleanup spot, playing second base. It's Jake Dodge, batting fifth, playing first. The DH is Kyson Barney, wearing number 18. In the sixth spot behind him is twin brother Cale, who's playing right field. Hitting eighth, the third baseman, number 15, Alkai Arujo Waiao. And Noah Scher, the center fielder, will be batting ninth, wearing number 14. That's the Berries starting lineup in Game 2. They'll be facing off against Gabe Howard, right-hand pitcher, going back for his third year at the University of Oregon. 6'3", 206 pounds, thanks to the Ducks Sports Information Department. I was wondering if he was 205, 207. No, right down smack dab in between it, 206. Goes with a fastball to start, 91 miles per hour. Howard, 2 years with the Ducks. He's pitched in 13 games, 2-0 record, 13 and a third innings pitched. Sawyer fouls it back, falls down quickly, 0-2. Gabe Howard worked with a fastball, slider, changeup combination. Seems like a guy who likes to work quickly. He's set and ready to go. Could tip my cap to that. Springfield, all grays with the D on the cap. Here he comes, fastball popped up high into the air in the all blue sky. Nolan Miller's not going to get a glove on it. Bounces down in the general admission section down the first baseline. Round of applause for the fan. Gets a souvenir, WCL baseball. Sawyer keeps himself alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Probably not the crowd that we saw for the drone show yesterday. It's Healthcare Appreciation Night. As Howard misses down and in. 83 on the changeup. He does not take very long. About 5 seconds before he goes ahead with the next pitch. Here's another pop-up by Sawyer. I think this one's going to stay in play. Miller's almost standing on first base as he makes the catch. So out number 1. Jake Allen. The next Berry up. They're wearing the white SMB caps, the purple Berries tops with the white pants. Howard going quickly. Said, Cole, you need to stop talking. Focus back on me. Gabe Howard spent last summer with the Caneo Oaks, California Collegiate League. He's a top 3 prospect. State of Oregon coming out in 2024. Fastball finds the zone, evens the count. Depending on who you ask, whether it be Prep Baseball Report or Perfect Game, he was either the number 1 or the number 2 right-hand pitcher in the state of Oregon. Works quickly. Looked like a slider to me. Painted the low outside corner for strike 2. This guy was the Oregon Pitcher of the Year as a senior. Won 3 straight state titles at West Linn. There's Jake Allen fending off an inside fastball. One ball, 2 strikes to Jake Allen. Played 32 games last summer for the Berries. Spits on a slider in the opposite batter's box to even the count. Allen had 11 hits, a home run, 9 RBIs with a double and 13 walks. Former McNary Celtic, now Portland Pilot. Awaits the 2-2. Chopper down the third baseline. I think it's going to stay foul, and it will. Rolled down the black before going into the dark green on our artificial turf infield. It's head coach Tucker Brock. Power pose down in the third base coach's box. He operates over at third. Kevin Moffitt opposite him at first base. Coach Brock back for year number 2. 2-2, here comes Howard. Fastball. Swing and a miss. Allen can't get after the 92-mile-per-hour heater. That's the first punch out for Howard. And these Springfield Drifters, dating back to the beginning of last summer, they've just had the Berries number. 10 games played between these two squads. 8-2 record for Springfield. I was talking to their director of communications before the game, Knight Ureski. He told me we're about the only WCL team the Drifters have been able to beat over these last 5 years. Chopper goes off the foot of Serrano. That's strike 2. Springfield, 6-4 in their last 10 games. They're 6-5 in the second half. Playing good baseball as of recent. Serrano fouls one back again. They've only been around since 2022. This is their 5th season in the West Coast League. Gabe Howard is set and ready to go. Shakes off his catcher, LJ Lehue. Goes to the plate. That's a changeup below the zone. Counts 1-2 to Martin Serrano, one of the 3 Berries All-Stars this summer. Serrano, Matthew Major, and Sawyer Nelson. Howard, 2-strike pitch. Popped up way into the air. It's Nolan Miller. He's used to it. Near the bag again, and he makes the grab. Another nice first inning showing by the defense. No blood on the board from either side. 0-0 is the score of this ball game as we go to the top of the second. We'll take another break on the broadcast live on YouTube, the WCL Live app. This is Marion Berries Baseball.
On the first base line, and on the third base line, we have Rory and Cooper. And they're going to throw a tortilla at the can. If they hit the can, it's 1 point. If it goes in the top with help of their person, it's 2 points. AJ, you're up first. AJ Damien, throw your first one. AJ Damien, throw your first one. Oh, no, that's... Okay, whatever. How many points was it? 1 point. Okay. Rory and Cooper. Now you throw yours. They're not. Oh! Over here, AJ, you throw yours now. Ooh, you should have hit it. One more over here, AJ. Damien, throw yours. I have no idea what's happening, but the score is 2-1. The kids are mixed up, and so am I.
Game 2 of the Springfield series. Today's broadcast is brought to you by AOE Chiropractic. A fully mobile practice will come to you right here in Salem and Portland and throughout the Willamette Valley. Visit AOEchiropractic.com for a free 15-minute video or phone consultation. Top of the second inning. Nobody scored. 1 hit in the game. That's courtesy of Chase Nye of the Springfield Drifters. Look at those signs hung up in the outfield. Whoever did that did a fantastic job. United Rentals, Planet Fitness, AOE, Travel for Games, Shemeketa. All those businesses getting a great view. A couple thousand fans that we have in the stands. Leading off the inning for the Drifters, Evan Thomas. First time seeing him this series. Designated hitter will take a fastball north of the zone for ball 1. Evan Thomas, the redshirt freshman, hits one hard down the right field line. It's going to sneak through, rolling all the way toward the fence. Somebody's jogging to second base. It's Evan Thomas, loses the helmet. Knew he was going to have a stand-up double almost immediately. Got a 50% jog going to second base. 79 off the bat. It got by Jake Dodge over at first. He leads the second inning off with a single. Here it is once more. Leonard went with the fastball inside. Thomas pulled it down the line. L.J. Leahy was the next man up. Catcher wearing number 19. Takes a strike in the zone to even the count. L.J. Leahy last night, 1 for 2. He was the DH. Had a single up the middle, 2 walks, and a ground out to the shortstop. 27th game of the summer for the Drifters. Chops one high into the air, trampoline. Plenert gloves it. Underhand toss over to Jake Dodge at first for the out. Almost the same thing as a sacrifice bunt. Leahy moves the runner over, and that's Thomas advancing to third base. 1 out in the second, runner on third for Springfield. Cue up Karsten Hansen. But first we got to watch this ground ball, but it acted more as an infield fly. Leonard had to wait for it to come down. Swing and a miss by Hansen. Can't get after the fastball coming in at 90. Hansen an inch under 6 feet tall, 2 pounds above 180 from Olympia, Washington. Count even 1-1. Olympia, Washington, that's a beautiful city. Down on the southern tip of the Puget Sound. Went up there and visited Evergreen State College many years ago. I say many, probably half a decade. Driving up on I-5. Don't even know that the school is there. You pop out of a forest. You have to go through trees bigger than you ever seen in your life. And there it is. Boom. Olympia, Washington. It's about as good of a representation as I can give you. 3 balls, 1 strike to Hansen. Junior just committed to Marshall. Spent the last 2 years at Lane Community College. We're missing with that one. Karsten Hansen was the NWAC West Position Player of the Year. First team all NWAC, and he swings and misses. How about Plenert coming back? He's down 3-1 in the count. Draws a foul ball and then pumps a fastball by him. That's his payoff pitch. Wants to go with the firm straight ball. Works out again. Second K of the outing. We've got 2 down now in the second. First pitch to the beer batter, Kahaku Harrison is outside. 1-0 the count. Another swing and a miss. Kahaku Harrison in 23 games this summer. He's batting .153, 32 strikeouts. He's got 9 hits, a home run, and 5 RBIs. Harrison committed to Rice University down in southern Texas. Fly ball to deep center. Scher turns his back to us. That one's gone. Kahaku Harrison got a hold of the fastball, and it got out in a hurry. That ball had a family, my friend. 102 off the bat. Harrison with 2 outs, drives in 2 runs. Second bomb of the summer, now 7 RBIs. Does it from the 8 spot. Big old leg kick. Gave it everything he had. Line drive over the center field fence. There's a bunt. Goes foul to third base. 2 runs again for the Drifters. They're up first. Win tonight would give them the series. It's Aiden Gebhard who swings and misses. 0-2 the count with 2 outs and nobody on. Gebhard from Oregon. Grew up in Redmond, out in the high desert. 0-2 pitch, just above the zone. 32nd game of the year for Aiden Gebhard, batting 167 with 13 hits. Slider. Tried to, but it was stopped at the door. Count even 2-2. Gebhard 5'9", 174 in the LB's department. Graduate student going to Northwest Nazarene. Lucas Plenner letting this one slip away. There's an 0-2 count to start. Now 3-2. 3 straight balls. Can't let him get away. Plenner comes with the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Lucas Plenner bounces back. Get his 3rd strikeout of the evening, but not before Kahaku Harrison drives a 2-run home run to center field to give the Drifters the lead 2-0. 102 miles per hour off the barrel of his bat. All you could see is the 14 on the back of Noah Scher as he runs after it. So Drifters have the advantage as we go to the bottom of the 2nd. 3 hits for them, none for the Berries. Let's see if the Berries can change that after the break. Berries Baseball, live on YouTube and the WCL live app.
Cole Weber, your voice of the Berries, here with our concessions manager, Frankie Pardo. And you said you've got some brisket, and I've been talking so much about it that I kind of want to try. So you
Go
got
for
it
it
right here.
Mix up a little bit.
Look at that. My goodness.
Grab
you know
that?
what? You put that right down into my paw right here. Take a look at that. We're going to have to give this a shot. Yeah, man. This is, I've been talking it up, and it lives up to the hype every single time.
I appreciate that.
Savory, flavorful, whatever you want to say.
Do you also want to try our pork?
Do I want to try the pork? Absolutely, I want to try the pork. Man, if you're going to keep giving me meat.
Let's go for the pork. Good little chunk
Here we
there.
go. If you're not a big beef guy, we got some pig for you. Look at that, right?
It's Gabe Howard sticking on the mound after 3 up, 3 down against the Berries in the 1st. He'll start us off with a fastball below the zone. It's Tyler Dunning leading off the bottom of the 2nd. Second baseman, wearing number 40 on his back. Redshirt freshman at UCLA. Thought about the fastball. It's in the lower half of the zone. 1-1 the count. Tyler Dunning last night 0 for 2 with 2 walks. He lined out and he flew out. Howard comes quick to the plate. Goes with the changeup. That one low and below the zone. Healthcare Appreciation Night at the ballpark, presented by Oregon Specialty Group. I mentioned the first 500 fans got a free cooler bag. They were pretty cool. I got one myself. Dunning didn't like the strike call. Neither did the Berries fans. Counts even. Tyler Dunning. 2-2, he fouls it away. I feel like Gabe Howard just stays in that ready position the entire time. 2-2 pitch. Did it find its way? No, pretty close though. Welcome back inside the press box. And here is that free cooler bag. Berries brandage, Oregon Specialty Group on the front. Pretty cool. Excited to use it. That's what the first 500 fans got coming to the ballpark. How about that line drive right over the head of Howard? He's not happy. There goes the no-hitter in the 2nd inning. Pounds his glove. Solid knock for Tyler Dunning right back into center field. Berries with their first hit Saturday. .90 off his bat. A couple bounces to the center fielder, Gebhard. It's Nolan Miller holding Dunning on over at first base. First base runner the Berries have had. They're down 2-0 after that two-run shot by Kahaku Harrison. Jake Dodge, the next man up. Southridge High School graduate. Played basketball as well at Southridge. It's one high in the air to left. It's not going to have the distance. Right in front of the United Rental sign. It's brought in by Carson Hansen for the first out. Fans coming down the slide, out past Carson Hansen in left field. Great look at the fun zone over on the concourse on the left field side. Seems like the picnic deck is full. You can see some of the Berries jerseys that were given out a couple weeks ago roaming around the ballpark. We had Caesar, the No Drama Llama. Unless it's Emperor Cusco. I don't know. I didn't get the chance to ask him. One out, one runner on. Kyson Barney, first of the brothers. He pops one up into the air, about the same spot as Dunning's. Hansen getting some work in left field. Gloves the fly ball. That's two down. And there's the jerseys, sponsored by Capital Auto Group. Number 27 on the back. You might be wondering, 27? Well, this is 2026. Yeah, well, next year is the 100th anniversary of the Capital Auto Group, and that's why number 27's on the back of those jerseys that were given out a couple of weeks ago. You're not seeing double. No, that's Cale Barney at the plate. Second half of the twin tandem. The Berries this summer, continuing the twin tradition. Last summer it was Jake Allen and Ben Allen. The Berries uniforms, only Jake came back. Now it's Cale and Kyson Barney. Cale, the lefty, playing right field tonight. He's in the left-hand batter's box. Throw over not in time. Dunning slides back safe. He's on first with two outs. Cale's going to be a freshman at Oregon State University in the fall. Only got a couple weeks left with him in a Berries uniform. Fastball catches the zone. Collective groan from the fans. Looked a little low to me, but I've got a much worse view than Bryce Reeves behind the dish. There's the Berries boys standing up. Right below us in the Minuteman press box, season ticket holders. 1-1 pitch is swung on and waved at. There's Bryce Reeves, who was in the field yesterday, now back behind the plate, switching with his partner, Taylor Schneider. I believe this is the third series we've had with them at Chemeketa Baseball Field. Great look at Taylor. He's got the sideburns peeking out of the hat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's Gabe Howard to the plate. Stays up and out. Brought Lehue out of the crouch. Deuce is wild again. Cale Barney started yesterday at first base. He was 0 for 2 at the plate with a walk. Batting .223 on the season with 21 hits, 2 home runs. Trying to come through with 2 outs. The pitch. That finds the zone. Really nice stuff from Gabe Howard. Hasn't given up a run yet. Just his second strikeout. Consistently pumping in strikes. 2-0 the lead for the Springfield Drifters as we go to the third inning. This is Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. We're going to take a break and come right back.
Or nurse practitioner, I'm not sure. And then back, all right? Ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a hit, there's 2 hits. Go down, Barry. It's a close one. It's a close one. Will wins Avery second. They both did really, really good.
Strawberry gets the win in the dizzy bat race. They didn't seem that dizzy to me. Good effort by them. West Coast League scoreboard, Saturday the 18th. Edmonton, 4-2 win over Port Angeles earlier today. Everybody has runs scored across the WCL. Bend and Ridgefield tied again, bottom of the second, one apiece. Yakima has the early lead over the Pickles, as do the Victoria Harbor Cats over the Wenatchee Apple Sox. Kamloops, 3-0 lead over the Bellingham Bells. That's the next team the Berries are going to see at home. And then the Kelowna Falcons, right now in second in the North. They're up 1-0 for the Nanaimo Night Owls. We've come back to the top of the order for the Drifters. Wore Pescadores on their jersey yesterday. That means fishermen. Welcome to my daily Spanish lesson. Hunter Meyer fouled back a fastball to start the third inning. Grounded out to second base to lead off this game. Got Springfield on the front of the jerseys tonight. They're repping their hometown. Slider drops into the zone. Nice pitch. Hunter Meyer from Rancho Cucamonga, California, 6'1", 185. There's the Drifters uniforms modeling it in their dugout. 0-2 swung on and missed. Steve right 3. Lucas Plenner coming back with the punchies. 4 Ks. Mentioned getting his first start this summer on the mound. He's pitched in 16 games before this. Slider, not even a chance for Meyer. Plenner working out of the stretch. His first pitch to Chase Nye is a fastball. Catches the outer part of the zone. Nye 1 for 1. He's got one of the 3 Springfield hits tonight. Another California kid. He's from Cedar Ridge. That's over on the eastern part of the state. Blooper back behind shortstop. Soren Nelson makes the grab. A couple steps behind him before coming in to make the catch. Routine fly ball. We've got 2 quick outs for the Berries in the top of the third. Soren Nelson, glad to have him back. Glad the noggin's okay. Suffered it wasn't a serious concussion against the Riverhawks up in Edmonton, but he told me it felt good. Cooper Mullins flies one that hits the top of the netting in foul territory, gets rejected back into the play. Mullins lined out to center field back in his first at-bat. He leaves a slider that was low. 1-1, the even count. Cooper Mullins had 5 at-bats last night. 1 double and an RBI. Grounded out twice, struck out, and flew out. Plenner staying away from him. 2 consecutive balls outside. That one an 89-mile-per-hour fastball. The wind is blowing hard toward right field. Made for lefties, and that's what Mullins is. And he's up 3-1 in the count. At first pitch, it was 11 miles per hour. There's the trees getting blown out past the outfield wall. The 3-1 catches a piece. You can see the American flag blowing out toward the south. Not a cloud in the sky in the state capitol. Mullins fends one off, sticks his bat out there. It's almost like he's got a magnet at the end of his barrel. If you take another look at his batting stance, just kind of drifting lower and lower toward the core of the earth. As he grounds one to second base, it's Tyler Dunning. Throw on the run. No! Jake Dodge took his eye off the ball. We're going to keep things going in the third inning. Jake Dodge just wanted to play a little bit more baseball. Plenner did his job. Worked his way back. Drew a full count. And got the ground ball he needed to Tyler Dunning. His throw over to first. Dropped by Jake Dodge. 2 outs, a runner on for Nolan Miller. 4th batter in the order for Coach Jeff Lyle and the Drifters. Foul ball bounces over toward the parking lot. Here is that ground ball that we just saw. About as routine as it can get. Dunning, throw on the run, heading toward the dugout. Dodge just couldn't bring it in. Fastball low and in the zone. 0-2 to Nolan Miller, who struck out to end the first inning. Jake Dodge has seen better days at first base, and I think he'll be fine after that. He's been sure-handed for 5 years in college baseball. Hard hit ball gets by him. Nolan Miller, bouncer rolling all the way to the corner in right field. I think they're going to send Mullins home. And yes, coming home to score, and that's just miscues by the Berries. This inning should be over. There should only be 2 runs on the board, but instead, Nolan Miller comes through, 2 outs. They're given a second life, and he makes the Berries pay. RBI double down the first baseline. Nolan Miller turned 20 and decided to make it his life's passion. Put as much hatred in the Berries' hearts as he can. Here's a grounder to Dodge. He's going to field that one, step on his own bag. That is our third out. So after the error and the base hit, it's the Drifters going up 3-0 through 2.5. Another look at what could have been the final out of the inning. They gave the Drifters another shot. Nolan Miller comes right back up. Scores Mullins from first base. 3-run lead for them. Berries have not put a run on the board. See if they can change that coming up after the break. Live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. This is Marion Berries Baseball. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the third inning at Chemeketa Baseball Field, home of the Berries for the second summer in a row. It's Alkai Arujo-Waiau leading off against Gabe Howard. He's going to ground one to short to start the inning. It's Kahaku Harrison who throws one high over to first base. It's brought in by Nolan Miller for one down in the third inning. And Alkai's first at-bat yesterday offered at the first pitch. He ended up flying out. Alkai doesn't like the screen time. Sees something he likes, he offers at it. Noah Scher's the next man up. First at-bat of the series, playing center field. He's going back for his sophomore year at Lynn Benton Community College. Noah Scher, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds. Grew up in Salem. And he's up 2-0 in the count. 24 games played, 215 batting average, 14 hits, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. That home run in the season opener against the Port Angeles Lefties. Howard gets in the strike column with a fastball, 88 miles per hour. Noah Scher played at South Salem High School with Gavin Price and Sawyer Nelson. two Berries teammates. He was an all-state outfielder 3 times, twice second team, once first team. Very good player, held a bunch of South Salem records as he flies one out to right. Not going to be a problem for Hunter Meyer. Two-handed, sure-handed makes the catch in right. These Berries innings have been really short. I mean, 3 up, 3 down in the first. Only saw 4 batters in the last inning. We're 2 down already. Sawyer Nelson is back. Nice to see him. He takes a slider in the zone. Sawyer has already set the WCL single season record for walks, 50 of them in 26 games. And that fly ball means a 0-2 count. Gabe Howard going strong, working quickly. 38 pitches thrown, 25 strikes, got 2 Ks, no runs given up, just the 1 hit. That was by Tyler Dunning to lead off the second. His 0-2 pitch to Nelson. That one brushes him back off the plate. Almost a warning shot. Only have time to look down at my notes for about 2 seconds before looking up, and Howard's thrown again. Deuces are wild. And Barry, our mascot, ditching the cap for tonight. And Sawyer Nelson is going to take, whoa, the entire infield left. I thought it was strike 3. It was a slider. Everybody's going to come back out. Looked like strike 3 to me. Slider. Man, that's a good pitch. Called ball 3. Come back to it, and Sawyer gets a second chance. That's fair. No. Oh, I think that's a makeup call. That one was close down the right field line. Sawyer Nelson had some life breathed into him. Was definitely going to be a double, maybe a triple with Sawyer's speed. Hard line drive down the line. Here it is. Can we see it? Really hard to tell. The 3-2 hits it again. Sawyer Nelson back toward the fence. Goodbye, Sawyer Nelson. There we go. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, no. Sawyer Nelson takes that one over the right field fence. Yes, sir. There's some life. Hit hard. Go celebrate with your boys. Solo shot for Sawyer. Second long ball of the summer. There's a run on the board for Marion with 2 outs. 102 off the bat. That's right in his wheelhouse. Pat flip as well. Go find that one in the bushes. Gabe Howard has already thrown a pitch. Strike 1 to Jake Allen. Seeing 2 home runs in this game, 1 for each side. Sawyer now 1 for 2. It's driven in 13 runs this summer. There's a reason he was a WCL All-Star, leading the team in batting average. Fastball moves us to a 1-2 count against Jake Allen, who struck out swinging back in the first. It's from Kaiser. He and his brother Ben played at McNary High School. That hit him. Ricocheted off the forearms. This inning's going to keep going. And honestly, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, this inning should have been over after the slider from Howard. And here is that pitch. Slider in the zone. Look, the entire infield tried to leave. Lehue was 5 steps over to the dugout. And this next one, Sawyer Nelson, it was almost a triple. Dropped down close to the line. Next pitch, see you later. Martin Serrano way out in front of the slider. 0-1 the count. Serrano batting .260 this summer, 27 hits, 6 home runs leads the team. So does the 31 RBIs that he has under his belt. Got to compete in the Home Run Derby up at the WCL All-Star festivities in Victoria. He was a part of the 3-man South team that ended up finishing second. 1-1 offering from Howard. Serrano out in front again. Popped behind us. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on first. That's Jake Allen after the hit by pitch. Pitch from Howard. Swung on and whiffed at. So that ends the inning, but not before the Berries could put a run on the board thanks to Sawyer Nelson with a full count. After getting helped out by a ball call and a foul ball down the line. Tattoos one over the right field wall. 3-1 the score. Springfield up 2 as we go to the top of the 4th. You're watching Berries baseball on the WCL Live app and on YouTube. We're going to take a break and come right back. 3-1 your score. Berries trying to even up the series against the Drifters. We are through a third of the game, going to the top of the 4th. Drifters back up. They're in the bottom. Both these teams in the basement of the South Division, but not that far behind. If you look at the Corvallis Knights, currently in 4th. Marion just 4.5 games behind him. Springfield 5 games back. Still 18 games left for the Berries this summer, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. I was doing some calculating, looking at the second half standings. It's Walla Walla right now in the driver's seat trying to seal up a playoff spot. No matter what, even if they finish with the best record overall, they're going to have a spot to their name. There goes Plenert, fastball high. Starts the 4th inning, 1-0. Portland's in second in the second half, 8-4 since we turned the final 27 games. Blooper goes foul. Corvallis is 6-4. It's Yakima and Springfield tied for 4th place, each 5-5 in the second half, and then it's Bend, Marion, and the Ridgefield Raptors, one of the teams that have already clinched themselves a playoff spot. It's really interesting. Minor League Baseball went to this not that long ago, trying to give everybody hope throughout the entire summer. You have the full season standings, the first half standings, and the second half standings. Makes it so if you have a bad first half, you can always count on turning things at the break. Springfield's one of them. They were 9-18 after the first 27. Since then, 5-5. Everything can change. You can always seal yourself a playoff spot. That's what the Drifters are trying to do. Plenert goes with the slider. Did he go? No, he did not. Count is full. It's L.J. Lehue leading off. Lefty just redshirted as Rice for his freshman season. Check swing was close, and he offers at the next pitch. That one out toward the parking lot. Lehue stands 5'8", weighs 205 pounds. He's from Houston, Texas. Went to the Kincaid School down in the southeast part of the Lone Star State. The pitch. High pop fly behind first. I think it's Tyler Dunning who's going to get there first, and he makes the catch, giving chase all the way from his spot at second. Nice plays. Not used to that side of the field. And this guy's a shortstop through and through. There's the lettuce bouncing out of the back of his cap. One away in the top of the fourth to Karsten Hansen, who struck out swinging his first time up. 1 for 5 in the series. 2 RBIs, a single, and a walk. Hansen came in batting .245, and I was mistaken. Last time he was up, he's actually from Lower Columbia, not Lane Community College. That one's on me, Karsten. There's the pop fly. Lehue got under it. It's a long way to go from second base. Tyler Dunning getting his steps in on Saturday. It's July 18th. Man, this season has really flown by. 36 games under the belt for the Berries. This is game number 37 in WCL play. Plenard pumps in a fastball. Cue the cowbells. Hansen's out in front of fastball. Counts even. Nobody aboard. 1 out in the fourth. Springfield up 2. This is a team that has never made the playoffs in their 4-year history. This is season number 5. Looking back through their first ever season as an expansion team in 2022, they were 17-37, coached by Tommy Richards, a former WCL MVP back in 2010. They went 22-32 in 2023, and were 2 games worse in 24. Chopper hit to Dunning, who charges it. Jake Dodge is going to bring this one in. That's 2 down. Springfield matched their records for wins in a season with 22 last summer, missed the playoffs, 22-32. But with 17 games left, they would have to go 9-8 to break their single season record for wins. First pitch to Kahaku Harrison, low and outside. It's a slider, gets away from Serrano behind the dish. Serrano and Plenard, the battery for the Berries, starting the game. In the infield, Dodge, Dunning, Nelson, and Aukai from right to left. 1-0. Almost painted the low inside corner. Last time we saw Kahaku Harrison at the plate, this is what he did. Line drive to the center field fence over the batter's eye. That one's going to be next to the Bubba. 2-run shot. Swung and missed at a low fastball. Kahaku Harrison from Kailua, Hawaii. That's on the eastern shore of the island of Oahu. A notable Punahou High School alumni, along with Kahaku, Barack Obama, Monte Teo, and Carissa Moore, Olympic gold medal surfer. All went to Punahou. Counts even. Berries boys love it. They want some beer. This is the beer batter. Those guys could definitely use a Coors, the banquet beer. 2-2 pitch from Plenard. Bounces to the plate. Kahaku Harrison, the shortstop, playing his first game of the series. Going to Rice. Going to be a freshman in the fall for 26-27. Full count. Who's going to win it? Plenard. Low fastball catches the zone. Harrison went halfway down the line before realizing he's got to turn around. 5th K of the outing for Plenard. I wonder if we're going to see him come back for the 5th. Odds are probably against him there. Doesn't give up a run in the top of the 4th. No hits, 3 up, 3 down, pop out, ground out, strikeout looking, and there it is, nice frame by Serrano. Berries down 3 to run. They will bat after the break. Live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. This is Marion Berries Baseball coming back.
Look at that thing go. Maybe a double down the third baseline here at Verespi Field. One of our newest attractions here at the ballpark. We're going to take a step outside over the first base dugout of Verespi Field. Out past the Berries bullpen on the right field side. If you don't want to come out and watch the Berries, you can always come watch some wiffle ball at Verespi Field. The Berries ballpark. Out past the Berries bullpen. Make sure if you want to come on out, enjoy this, enjoy the game, use Berries Live promo to get a free reserved seating ticket.
Welcome back, friends. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up here at Chemeketa, home of the Marion Berries. They're hosting the Springfield Drifters. Team who's 8-2 against them. Drifters beat the Berries in a straight sweep a couple of weeks ago down south at Hamlin Sports Complex, one of the toughest places to play in the WCL, as evidenced by the Springfield Drifters' home record, 10-8, 4-15 on the road. Good team when they're hosting other opponents. We got a new pitcher on the bump. The 5'9", 170-pounder is Blake Stavros. We're number 24. Eugene native. Went to Willamette High School, and he's playing college ball at Bushnell. So he's used to playing at Hamlin Sports Complex. That's the college team that the Drifters share a park with. Count 1-1 from Stavros. I was talking between the break, and Stavros jogged a memory of mine. I remember watching Full House back in my youth. And if you remember back to Uncle Jesse, played by John Stamos, there was a guest appearance on one of the episodes. His cousin from Greece, Stavros, again played by John Stamos, with a prosthetic nose on his face. 2-1 pitch, flown out to right field by Tyler Dunning, leading off the fourth. Couple of strides over to the left for Hunter Meyer to make the catch. We've got one down. Nobody in the press box remembered Uncle Stavros but me, so maybe it's the Mandela effect. Maybe he's not even real. Maybe I imagined him. One out, nobody aboard to Jake Dodge, the first baseman. Had the opportunity to talk to him before the game. Takes a breaking ball below the zone, 1-0 the count. Talking to Jake Dodge, I asked him about Linfield, just committed there a couple of weeks ago, coming back home after going to MSU Denver for his junior year. Here's a fly ball to the opposite field and left. Kind of got lost in the sun. Hansen put his hand up, got some help from the bullpen telling him where to go. Smiling pointed to his guy. Trying to see who that is over there. That Sonny Pena gave him some help warming up in the bullpen. 2 down after 2 flyouts. Opposite sides of the field. To right by Dunning, to left by Dodge. Jake Dodge told me it was a great time in Edmonton. As Kyson Barney fouls one off to start the at-bat, down 0-1. Told me Edmonton's a bigger city than you probably think. Said it's got the downtown that's kind of harkens to Portland. Very similar to the Rose City, but in the size of Salem. So it kind of packs that downtown feel into a much smaller city, about 150 to 180,000 people. Looked like a good time. Kyson jammed up by the high inside straight ball. 1-2 the count. And I had a scare before we came back to the ballpark on the weekdays. Jake Dodge posted an Instagram story. He had a collision over at second base during the Edmonton series. Stavros goes with a fastball low outside to even the count. Collision ended up falling on his face on a double play. And if you had looked at the freeze frame, it looked like he had died. But his comment on that Instagram post was Kobe walked. If that doesn't mean anything to you, it means something to me. And that was a quote from Tyrese Halliburton last year in the NBA Finals, Game 7, tore his Achilles. And if you can remember way back to 2012, Kobe Bryant did the same thing, tore his Achilles, stood up, and he walked down to the other end to take his free throws. It's Kyson Barney swings and misses to end the inning. We're going to put a period in that story. Come on back after the break. It's still a 3-1 lead for the Drifters as we head to the top of the 5th. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app.
During your visit, if you have any questions, visit the DSP tent located near the main entrance. And now it's time for A Minute to Win It, presented by Minuteman Press. Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. I'll send it down to the hustling Leroy, who's going to teach us about the game and its contestants.
We got Allison and Ashley, and they're going to try to stack up the cups as tall as possible until they arbitrarily decide who wins. All right, you ready? I don't think so. Here you go. Go! All right, we got one level over here. We still got one level. Now we got to go to 2 levels. All right, some engineering happening. We got to watch out for the wind. 3 levels over there. All right. Here we go. 4. Nope, there we go. Stopped at 3 for some reason. All right. 2 more seconds. Okay, here's our winner with 4 levels. Yay!
If you ever want to come out, join us at a Marion Berries home game by visiting MarionBerriesBaseball.com. With 30 dates on the schedule, we can't wait to see you here. Those 30 dates have gone all the way down to 7. That's what we have left guaranteed here at home at Chemeketa Baseball Field. One more tomorrow, Berries and Cream Sunday. 3-game set against the Bellingham Bells starting on July 28th. And then the final home regular season series of the season, August 3rd through 5th against the Walla Walla Sweets. Pop up right behind the plate. Martin Serrano tosses his mask. It actually hit the umpire, Bryce Reeves, in the leg. And he makes the catch. He's got the Oregon State helmet on his head, but he's going to Ohio State. Just decided to transfer there before this summer. Look back behind us in the Minuteman press box. Haven't gotten word about the attendance tonight in Game 2. I think it's pretty good. A lot of people roaming around the ballpark when I went down and took my final leak before the broadcast. Fly ball goes foul. That's off the bat of the leadoff man, Hunter Meyer, getting his 3rd at-bat of the game. A couple of screams down by some fans charging after that foul ball. Meyer 0 for 2, ground out and strikeout to his name. It's Plenert back for the 5th inning. Didn't think we were going to see him. Lucas Plenart's thrown 72 pitches, 46 of them strikes, 4 1/3, 5 Ks, no walks. He's given up 3 runs, should only be 2. As Meyer can't catch a P. Actually, I think he did. Hit Serrano in the no-no square. Nothing into the count with 1 out, nobody on. Hunter Meyer from Rancho Cucamonga, going back for his sophomore year at Cal State Fullerton. Waits the 1-2, hard ground ball to Sawyer Nelson at short. His throw moving to the left, it's brought in by Jake Dodge. And that's the perfect segue as we get back to the story. Have to remind you. First off, let's give Lucas Plenart his due. He struck out 5, a couple of them looking, really going with that fastball, blowing it by the Drifters. First start of the summer, 17th appearance. Thrown a bunch of pitches here in the summer of 2026, and it has earned him a commitment to the University of the Pacific. Happened earlier today. Congrats to him. Looking forward to watch and see how he progresses on his college journey. Up 0-1 in the count against Chase Nye. But back to Jake Dodge. He's laying face down on his Instagram post at second base up in Edmonton. And his comment, Kobe walked, made me think did Jake Dodge tear his Achilles? And I was thinking, man, how horrible that would be. Hurt his knee last summer, cut his summer short up in Yakima, missed the final about month for the Berries before going to MSU Denver. And I said, that would have been terrible for him. He's one of the best guys we've had here at the Berries 2 summers in a row. And I had to ask him, it's a dropped third. Nye legs it out. I thought it was a foul ball that bounced back toward the backstop, but no. Serrano couldn't bring it in. So instead of the final out of the 5th inning, we're going to keep things going again. This has kind of been the story of the day for both sides. Berries had a chance to secure out number 3 in the 3rd inning. An error over at first allowed the Drifters to stay up to bat. It was Nolan Miller drove in a run. Same thing happened on the other side. Soren Nelson came through, got a second chance, hit a solo shot. That was the 6th strikeout for Lucas Plenert. He goes fastball below the zone. Cooper Mullins is in the box. But I talked to Jake Dodge before the game yesterday. I saw him walking around, so I was thinking his Achilles is probably intact, and that happened to be the case. So great to see Jake Dodge still up on 2 feet. He did not tear his Achilles. Line drive out to left. Going back to get it, Jake Allen makes the grab. That's out number 3. 4.5 in the books, halfway through Game 2 on Saturday. It's still Springfield holding that 3-1 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning after the break. Marion Berries baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app. Through 4.5 at Chemeketa. It's the Drifters up 3-1. 3 of the 4 runs that we've seen in this game have come off the bat of 2 long balls. One by Kaku Harrison, a 2-run home run in the 2nd. One by Sawyer Nelson, solo shot in the 3rd. With runners on base, both teams even. Springfield 2 for 8, Marion 1 for 4, both batting .250. Stavros goes to the plate with some off-speed, misses down and away. Blake Stavros from Bushnell appeared in just 6 games for the Beacons in the spring. Through 4 innings, struck out 4, gave up 9 earned runs. This is his 4th summer with the Springfield Drifters. Was a late addition back in the summer of 2023. Appeared in 3 games out of the pen for Springfield. Came back in 2024, pitched a team-high 18 games, 21 innings. Struck out 12. He was 1-2 last year with 2 starts, 17 appearances, 6.15 ERA. Currently this summer, 12th appearance. He started 1-0 record in 19 innings. Pop fly to the left side, converging on it. Hanson, Harrison, and the shortstop, Nye. And we've got a catch made by Hanson. Now That was Cale Barney leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. Pops out to left field. Moves us along to Aukai Rujo Waiau, the Mililani, Hawaii native. 6 feet tall, 195, playing third base. Plays a fantastic third base. He's the second man up in the 5th inning on Healthcare Appreciation Night, presented by Oregon Specialty Group. First 500 fans who came into the stadium got a free cooler bag. That's a hard hit baseball. Curves foul. Aukai 101 off the bat. That's what we call a pulled fastball. Dropped foul about 5 feet to the left of the left field line. There's a couple of cooler bags right there in front of that lady sitting behind home plate. She looks like she's very in tune to the baseball game. Another cooler bag to the left. Aukai turns away from a slider inside. Counts 2-1. Those are some great seats here at Chemeketa, right behind home plate. You can come up, sit right behind the backstop, about as close to the field as you can get. Get to lean up on a ledge, enjoy the game with the netting in front of you. Look at that. Looking on to Noah Scher, it's almost like you could reach out and touch him. Aukai sounded like he broke his bat. Ground ball ticks off the glove of the third baseman, Nye. Aukai reaches on an error. Berries getting some help from the Drifters defense. Chase Nye trying to glove it on the run. Took his eye off the ball. Brought in the chairs. Right underneath us in the Minuteman press box. It's in the season ticket holder section. It's a little more comfy than what we had there before. There's a high chopper to Nye. High throw to second, the throw to first. Can Scher beat it? No, he cannot. So Nye makes up with it. After the air, he turns 2, 5, 4, 3. So get outs 2 and 3 in the 5th inning. Send the Berries back to the dugout. Not great contact by Scher. Bounces it over to third. Nice transfer by the second baseman, Cooper Mullins. Makes the play at first. Drifters up 2. They're going to be up to bat in the top of the 6th. We'll take a break on the broadcast live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. This is Marion Berries Baseball. Berries need some help in the WCL to try to move up the standings, and here's what's going on. Ridgefield and Bend still tied top of the 6th. They're the same period in their game as we are in ours. Yakima shutting out the Pickles, bottom of the 4th, 4-0. Victoria 2-0 over the Wenatchee Apple Sox in the bottom of the 5th. Edmonton has beaten Port Angeles already. They win that series. Port Angeles having a rough go of it here in 2026. They're in last place. I don't believe they've won 10 games yet. Kamloops 3-2 over Bellingham. Kelowna tied with Nanaimo 3-3. Leading off, top of the 6th inning for the Drifters is Nolan Miller. Got to celebrate his 20th birthday last night. He's wearing number 22. Miller 1 for 2 tonight. RBI double in third inning and a strikeout in the first. Makes him 4 for 7 on the series, and he's facing off against the Berries' new arm, the southpaw Joseph Moreno. Late addition to the roster. I believe he showed up in Salem about 3 weeks ago. He's picked up by his high school best friend, Daniel Camus, at the airport. And brought down. He pitched the next day. 0-2, his pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. 89 miles per hour out of the hand of Moreno, blows it by Miller. Joseph Moreno, a 4-year player at West Covina High School, decorated high school player. Studying kinesiology at St. Mary's. Made 11 appearances for the Gales as a true freshman in the spring. 4.67 ERA, 1-0 record on the mound. Pitched 17 innings. Struck out 17, walked 13. He's got a 1-0 count against Evan Thomas. Goes back to the fastball. Catches a piece of the zone, evens the count. Lucas Plenert comes out of the game. He threw 5, 82 total pitches. Struck out 6, did not walk anybody. Gave up those 3 runs. 2 of them earned, gave up just 4 hits. I think it's a nice showing by Plenert, who's really improved coming back for his second summer. Counts 2-1 with 1 out and nobody aboard to Evan Thomas. Fallbrook, California native. He's 6'4", 195. Going to be a redshirt freshman at UC Santa Barbara. Curveball drops into the zone to even the count. Evan Thomas from Fallbrook, which is outside of San Diego, a suburb known as the avocado capital of the world. They grow 60% of California's avocados. If you didn't know, now you do. Swing and a miss. It's dropped by Serrano. Can he make the throw to first base in time? It's low. Brings Dodge off the bag. So another dropped third by the Berries. Ends up giving the Drifters a base runner. Man, we've got a lot of miscues defensively from both sides tonight. I think it's been pretty sloppy out there. Second strikeout for Moreno, but we've only got 1 down here in the 6th inning. LJ Lehue is back, the switch hitter. Going to the right side. Takes a fastball in the zone for strike 1. Lehue 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out. He's got a runner on first after the throwing error by Serrano. Tried to step on the gas, got away from him, brought Dodge off first base. LJ Lehue played for the Mahoning Valley Scrappers in the 2025 MLB Draft League last summer. And he's up 2-1 in the count. Two-time All-Conference, two-time conference champ at the Kincaid School in Houston. Lehue batting .181 this summer in 26 games. 13 hits, a home run. He's been walked 23 times. Ooh, fastball close, just a hair outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. The fans don't love it. What they do love is the weather here in the state capital. It's perfect. Can't ask for better on a Saturday in July. In the mid-70s, wind still blowing toward right field. Moreno goes to first. Sly lefty pickoff move. Thomas slides back in safe. Joseph Moreno helped South Hills High School to a couple conference championship. 4-year varsity player, 2025 Pitcher of the Year. high school career at a 1.75 ERA at 11 wins. There's his last fastball blown by Lehue. Count is full. 1 out runner on first. Moreno kicks and deals. Fastball popped up. That's back toward the concession stands behind us. The wind takes it out of play. There's a line of fans chasing after it. They're screaming, letting us know. Man, some stragglers. Don't think she's going to get there. Count remains 3-2. Look over to first by Moreno. He heads to the plate. That one gets away from him. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first walk by the Berries tonight on the mound. Plenner didn't walk anybody, so that's the first base on balls for the Drifters. Different side of the coin than what we saw in Game 1. 9 walks by the Berries, 5 of them for the starter Hankins, 3 by the first reliever Logan Lawrence. There were 8 walks in the first 4 innings, so much different than what we saw. Pop fly is going to stay in the infield. I think that's an infield fly roll, so no matter what Tyler Dunning does, it's an out. He catches it for good measure. That was Karsten Hansen coming and going. 2 down. Should have been it. Had a drop third. Put Evan Thomas on first base with a throwing error by Serrano. 3 errors in the game. It feels like a lot more. Kahaku Harrison is the next Drifter up. Year 1 with Springfield, just graduated from Puno High School. Offers at the first pitch. He grounds that one off of his own dugout. Kahaku Harrison, the number 4 shortstop in the state of Hawaii, coming out. Number 5 overall prospect. A lot of good shortstops in the Aloha State. Harrison family is full of baseball players. Liner into the glove of Sawyer. We're going to have to save that story for the next time Kahaku comes up, as he finishes off the top of the 6th with a line drive to Sawyer Nelson. No runs given up by the Berries. That's the 3rd consecutive goose egg that they have put on the board for the Drifters offense. 3-1 is still your score here in Salem, Oregon at Chemeketa. We're going to take a break on the broadcast. Come on back. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube in the WCL Live app.
Cole Weber back with Frankie Pardo, our concessions manager. It was so good last time with the brisket and the pork that we had to come back. Didn't want to leave me feeling empty. We've got tri-tip.
Tri-tip.
You've got it for me. Can't tell you how excited I am for this. Wow, watch him slice that. Fantastic.
You want to grab a slice if you want to try it?
We've got the tri-tip here. We've got the chimichurri sauce right now. I have to partake. Yeah, that's fantastic. Frankie, you're a legend.
Thank you.
That's all I can say. This is great. You have to come on out, try this on the plaza right as you walk into the ballpark. I think the tri-tip is my favorite, for sure.
Man, I could use some tri-tip and chimichurri with me right here, right now, man. Mouth is watering after seeing all the stuff that Frankie Pardo has cooked up for us here at Chemeketa Baseball Field. Cole Weber back in the Minuteman press box. That tri-tip. Hey, I have to shout out a happy birthday to Frankie Pardo. I don't know what age he turned yesterday, but he turned something, another year around the sun. Shout out to everybody making things happen. That was Mila, our camera operator, just went behind the press box. There she goes to have a chat with our PA guy, Bobby Merwin, and Owen Adams, the promotions manager. In the press box with me, Stephen Varespi, former WCL All-Star. He's our official scorekeeper tonight. Charlie Satterley, Willamette baseball players running the scoreboard. Luke Larson, I don't know where he went. He's gone, but he's our data analytics guy. And Ryan Goff, my producer. Those are the guys who make it happen. Berries down 2, bottom of the 6th. Sawyer Nelson back at the plate after his solo shot in the 3rd inning. Line drive into the glove, out of the glove of the shortstop. Kahaku Harrison couldn't even see it. That was right in the sun. He's smiling. 100 off the bat. Sawyer's been hitting baseballs hard today. Ends up going in the books as a 6-3 ground out. Kahaku Harrison makes the play to start off at the bottom of the 6th. And we were talking about Kahaku and his family. 4th member of the Harrisons to sign with a D1 baseball school. We can go all the way back to his father, Kenny. Played for the University of Hawaii. And here's Kahaku. You could see the sun right in his eyes, setting in the west behind us. Ended up getting the out. Kahaku's brother, KJ, was the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year in 2015 for the Oregon State Beavers. His brother, Calais, played for Texas A&M and NC State. His brother Kaikea played for Tulane. So 5th member of the family played D1 baseball. He is going to Rice, where number 21, first game playing over the weekend against the Marion Berries. Blinking the sun out of his eyes. Yeah, it's brutal over there. 3-0 pitch to Jake Allen, finds the zone. Make it 3-1. That's actually not Stavros. That's a different guy on the bump. Sonny Pena wearing number 8. Switched in between the innings, and he will walk Jake Allen. 2nd time Jake is going to get on base tonight. Free 90. He was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Represents the lone base runner out there for the Bears with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Martin Serrano next. 0 for 2, a pop out and a strikeout from Pocatello. Allen goes to second. The throw from Leahy, 1-hopper that hits Allen in the hand. And I know that didn't feel good. Calls time. Gonna shake it off, shake the dirt out of the belt, and there's no more dirt anymore. It's artificial turf, so that's rubber pellets he's got stuck in his belt loop. Great look at it. I mean, look at that, pristine, new this summer in 2026. Can't even remember what it looked like last year. This is Jake Allen, what he did against Dub C. Fly ball that ended up bringing home the winning run. Could not be brought in. Damari Hall would score. Martin Serrano still in the box. 1-0 the count. Artificial turf out here. It looks pretty at Chemeketa. 1-0 pitch from Pena. That's hit hard. Well out of play. Gets knocked down before he can go into Varespi Field. But here is what it looks like last year at this ballpark. There's the dirt and the grass out in the outfield. Didn't even have all the signage put up. Look at that, completely different place. Can't even recognize it. There we are. Seems much more permanent. Serrano takes a curveball in the zone. Serrano taking on Sonny Pena. He's making his 11th appearance on the mound for the Drifters. 4.05 ERA, 1-0 record in 20 innings. He struck out 29 to just 7 walks. Whoa, it's a big number. Curveball gets away from him. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sonny Pena, 6 feet tall, from Tulare, California in the Central Valley. Currently in the transfer portal. He spent time at Monterey Bay and Fresno City College. And Serrano pops one out to the line in left field. And Hansen can't get there. Drops down in front of him for a base hit. It's a long way to go. Nobody in the infield gave chase. I think it probably would have been an easier play for Kahaku Harrison from shortstop. Probably closer as the crow flies. Serrano's going to take a base any way that he can. Hansen couldn't get there. Looks like they're going to have a chat with the relief pitcher, Pena. That's the pitching coach, Dean Stiles, walking out to the mound. Getting somebody else warmed up in the bullpen. That looks to be Caden Harris wearing number 14. Utility player, operates on both sides of the ball. Dean Stiles talking with his infield. This is a guy who spent so many years coaching baseball, 4 decades in the rear view. Dean Stiles became the Springfield Drifters pitching coach ahead of the 2025 season. He's coached at both the collegiate and professional levels. A Eugene native, coached collegiately at University of Oregon, Florida International, and San Jose State. Also professionally with the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers. During his time with the Dodgers organization, Stiles played an instrumental role in the development of the club's pitching program. Actually earned a World Series ring in 2020. And that one can go with an asterisk. I mean, do we really count that 2020 World Series championship for the Dodgers? I don't, not in my book. You play 60 games. And I might be a hater, I might be biased, but that's just what I think. There's the whirling dervish going back to second base, not in time. 1 out, 2 on for Tyler Dunning. Dean Stiles also served as the head coach at Lane Community College in 2011. Led the Titans to a first-place finish in the NWAC South. 26-11 league record. High pop fly goes out of play behind the Berries dugout. Comes down behind the infield reserve seating. So no fan can make a play. Dean Stiles is well acquainted with the mission and the success of the West Coast League. Played an instrumental role and contributed to the development of the original Bend Elks franchise. 1-1 pitch from Pena. It's a fastball below the zone. Dean Stiles played at San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton before transferring to Oregon and finishing his collegiate career with the Ducks. That was back in the early 80s. Actually earned a degree in journalism at the University of Oregon. Two-one pitch to Dunning. Leaves it low. Berries have 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 6th. They're down 2. Tying runs on first. A win would go a long way, keeping them ahead of the Drifters in the standings and evening up the series. Trying to get their first win against the Drifters this summer. Here comes the 3-1. Dunning, check swing, held back, earned ball 4. 2 walks by Pena in the inning. Bases are juiced. It's Jake Allen going over to third with the oven mitt on his left hand. And who else but Big Haas at the plate? Jake Dodge, wearing number 20 on his back. Purple jerseys for the Berries tonight. Saturday game 2. Straight ball goes low out of the hand of Pena. Jake Dodge, 2 flyouts to left field tonight, 0 for 2. Drove in the only run of game 1 for the Berries. Ground ball through the right side. Scored Dunning. He's behind the fastball, 89 miles per hour. General Manager Pat Zajac just texted me the attendance tonight, 1,414. 1,414, a little less than we saw last night for the drone show, but still a good showing. Healthcare Appreciation Night presented by the Oregon Specialty Group. We saw a great national anthem. The OSG CEO, Jared Jackson, and his son Jesse going in tandem. Showed off the pipes. Gave out some free cooler bags with Berries brandage on it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded for Jake Dodge. 6'5", 225. Senior going to Linfield. Fly ball. It's going to go into foul territory. I think it's going to come down in the Berries bullpen. It will. A couple of guys running after it. Dax Teixeira let it bounce over his head. Past the wall in left field at Forespi Field. Counts even 2-2 to Jake Dodge. See what he can do with runners in scoring position. Haven't said that a lot tonight for the Berries. Hard hit baseball goes by the first base coach, Kevin Moffitt. All he does is turn his head. Dodge still up there. Kevin Moffitt, legendary baseball coach in the state of Oregon. He's been the head coach at Kennedy High School for 25 years. Also the athletic director. Just won a 2A state championship. Missed the first week. Maybe that's what it is for the Berries. First week for them. Played 6 straight games at home. They were 5-1. So since Kevin Moffitt came to the ballpark, Berries are 9-21. Dodge goes down to a knee, swings and misses. Nice job by Pena to secure out number 2. Got him with the 81-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Dodge chasing after it. Can't get low enough. We turn to Kyson Barney, trying to come through. 3 runners out there, 2 outs, down 2 runs. Pena swung on and missed. Almost the same pitch, bottom fell out. Kyson Barney, the older twin, 2 minutes older than his brother Cale. Both of them committed to Oregon State. I believe they've got 1 week left, their Berries tenure. Then they're heading to Corvallis. The 0-1 goes curveball again. That one stays north of the zone. Kyson Barney, a good basketball player as well at Nolensville High School in Tennessee. All-district basketball player, was a tournament MVP for the Nolensville Knights. But he loved baseball more. Decided to focus on it as a senior, as did his brother Cale. The 1-1. That's a nice pitch. Kyson asks about it. Talking with umpire Bryce Reeves. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Pena get himself out of the jam? It's a Marion Berries jam if I've ever seen one. Pena with the payoff pitch. Barney catches a piece, keeps himself alive. Kyson Barney 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout. He was 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. Both brothers spent the first 10 years of their life in Layton, Utah before moving to Nolensville, Tennessee, about 10 miles south of Nashville. Pena kicks and deals. Line drive over right field. It gets down in the green grass. Coming home to score is Martin Serrano. We got a tie ball game, folks. Kyson Barney comes through with 2 outs. He gets the opportunity to celebrate over on second base. 2 RBI single for Kyson. Score now 3 apiece. And that does it for Sonny Pena. Gives up the lead. Got through 2/3 of an inning. Kyson Barney opposite field. Curves down in front of Meyer. Scores Jake Allen from third and Martin Serrano from second base. And it's a 3-3 ball game. Who is next for the Springfield Drifters? We'll leave that to your imagination. Take a break. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. It's been a great inning for the Berries thus far. Bottom of the sixth. Came in down 2 runs. They're still going with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's how we got to this position. It was Jake Allen who walked with an out to give the Berries a base runner. Martin Serrano followed it up with a blooper down the left field line. Got down for a single. Put 2 runners on base. Tyler Dunning would walk. Currently, we see a pop fly going to get it to the catcher, Lehue, and he makes the grab. So only 1 pitch thrown to Cale Barney, and that ends this very nice inning. We have to show you how we got to this tie score. It was Kyson Barney, bases loaded, 2 outs, comes through, liner to right field, gets down and scores 2 runs. Nice clutch play by him to tie the ball game. 3-3 is your score. 2 hits there for the Berries in the bottom of the 6th inning. We go to the top of the 7th after the break. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app.
And Jalapenos off with the lead. And there looks like there's going to be a collision between Jean and C. Salamander. Oh, and Jalapenos going wide around Dingle. There's Salamander goes. She's going for the goal. Oh, and Jalapenos not very far behind her. He's hopping back, he's hopping quick. Go Salamander is about to make it. She's about to do it. And Jalapeno comes in last minute for the win. And that's the chip bag race brought to you by Kettle Chip, the best smelling chip factory in town.
I don't know what happened to Dingle. Right now sitting in a wheelchair, wearing some kind of smock and pushed around by Barry, the mascot. Those aren't the only special guests we have in the ballpark. It's Caesar, the no-drama llama, giving out good vibes at the ballpark. There he is, our 4-legged friend. Who doesn't love Caesar? That's a great shirt right now. The owner giving a big old wave. That's one of the tamest llamas I've ever seen. I don't know if you've ever had close encounters with llamas before, but I have, and usually not the nicest creatures. Llamas like to spit. Caesar does not. Caesar stuck around through 6 innings of action. We are here for the top of the 7th. The Drifters back at the plate. And it is Aiden Gebhard. Leads things off from the left side. Gebhard going to Northwest Nazarene for his 5th year, senior, graduate student. Gebhardt lays down a drag bunt. It's going to sneak by Moreno. That's some sneaky stuff. Bunt single. Beautiful placement. Gebhardt, 14th hit of the summer, leads off the inning. He's got some speed, 19 stolen bases. That's up near the top of the WCL. Pushed it right by Moreno. I think there's a chance that he could have got there. But Gebhardt safe at first. Another bunt shown. Throw by Serrano. That one pretty high. Thank goodness for Jake Dodge over there at first. 6'5". He gloves it. Called a ball. 1-0 the count to Hunter Meyer. Grew up in the same city as Raleigh Fingers. Oakland A's Hall of Famer. Pickoff move by Moreno, the lefty. Not in time. Both Meyer and Fingers, both from Rancho Cucamonga. Meyer, graduate of Los Osos High School, was 1 for 6 last night with a single. He's 0 for 3 today. 1-0 pitch, grounded to the 6 hole. Sawyer keeps it in the infield. His throw to Dunning. No, and that's actually Dodge, excuse me. Can't make the play. Great effort by Sawyer in the 6th spot, laying out, gloving the ground ball. It was a hard hit baseball, 94 off the bat of Meyer. But Dodge couldn't bring it in. I'm so used to saying Tyler Dunning over at shortstop. I think the throw would have been there in time. Bunt laid down. Moreno comes off the bump to get it. His throw over to first. Beats the runner nigh to the bag. Move 2 runners over, so 2 runners in scoring position for the Drifters. And we are crediting an error there on the last ground ball. Now Chase Nye with the sac bunt. So 1 out, runners on 2nd and 3rd for Cooper Mullins, the 3-hitter for Springfield, playing second base after starting in the left yesterday. Ground ball off the glove of Dodge, but how about that? Tyler Dunning backs up his buddy. Get the out no matter what. A run will score, but Tyler Dunning hustling over behind Dodge, kind of ramped up his arm, came down into the glove of Dunning, who hightailed it over to first base to step on the bag for out number 2. Unfortunately for Marion, that is a run scored, an RBI ground out by Cooper Mullins. Goes in the books, 3-4 RBI ground out to Cooper Mullins. 22nd run batted in this summer. All-time leader in Springfield history. Games played, at-bats, hits, RBIs. Grounder between the legs of Moreno. Here's Sawyer Nelson. Throw over to first, and Dodge brings it in. Weird inning. Couple of weird plays. Thanks to Tyler Dunning for some backup over on the right side. Let's look at it again. Dunning was way back at second. Dodge up in the green grass. Here's the bunt that moved 2 runners over. Berries got the out. Right after that,
Be out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever go back. It's root, root, root for the Berries. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
That's our girl Sheroy performing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. But here's that wild play. Grounder by Mullins up the arm of Dodge. But Tyler Dunning gets the rebound and beats Mullins to first base for the out. A run would score. And it gives Springfield a 4-3 lead. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Might as well keep it here. It's Caden Harris on the bump for the Drifters. Came in and relieved Sonny Pena. Caden Harris, 4.68 ERA this summer. His 11th appearance. He started 5 games, 2-3 record. He's thrown 32 2/3 innings, 24 Ks, 13 walks. Caden Harris, the righty, going to be a senior at Mount Marty University. I'd never heard of it. It's over in Yankton, South Dakota. Caden Harris played high school baseball at Milwaukee, north of us, near Portland. I'm talking between innings with Luke Larson, told me that they faced off against each other. Wilsonville and Milwaukee. Grounder by Taryn Carlson, the pinch hitter. Squeaks through into left field. Leadoff single for Taryn Carlson. He pinch hit last night as well. Positive impact on this ball game. Gives the Berries a leadoff base runner in the 7th. He subs in for Aukai at third base. Brings us to Noah Scher. Much closer game than we saw yesterday. If you didn't know, we had a drone show after the game, but before that, 12-1 win for Springfield. Got all over the Berries early and often. Scored 3 runs in the first, 4 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. Went up 9-0. Much better showing by the Berries. Right now, down a run. Scher shows bunt, pulls it back. Count 1-0. Noah Scher looking for his first hit of the ball game. 0 for 2. Fly out and a ground out. 25th game of the summer. Won a gold glove in the NWAC South for Lynn Benton playing in the outfield for the team that ended up 3rd in the NWAC, the Lynn Benton Community College Roadrunners. But back to Caden Harris. Faced off against Luke Larson, our data analytics intern. Milwaukee and Wilsonville. And according to Luke Larson, Caden Harris played for the Milwaukee High School, and what is their mascot? The Mustangs, who that specific year, I think it was Caden Harris' senior year, went 0-26. But he was the best player. Ended up going to Lower Columbia College, a nice community college school, always good in the NWAC, and then transferred to Mount Marty. Harris goes fastball. That one misses. 2-0 the count. No outs for Marion. Second game of 10 straight, all in a row for Marion after the All-Star break. There's a bunt laid down to third base. Nye charges it, throw to first, beat Scher to the bag, but a nice bunt laid down by the center fielder to move Carlson over to second base. That's the tying run in scoring position. Look at Murray the dog. That's Leroy's pet puppy up there in the top right corner. With the season ticket holder stands. There he is, getting some lovin'. A lot of animals here at the ballpark. Murray, Caesar the no drama llama. The Berries boys, I mean, they're animals in their own right. Man, that's it. Caden Harris comes out of the game. We'll show you a recap of the game thus far. We're through 6.5. Drifters up a run. Started off Kahaku Harrison, line drive over the center field wall. 2-run shot with 2 outs to give Springfield the lead. That was back in the second inning. Kahaku Harrison's second bomb of the summer. 102 off the bat. After that, it was a Jake Dodge error. Throw over to him by Tyler Dunning. Everybody was headed back to the dugout, but he couldn't bring it in. gave the Drifters some life. Cooper Mullins was safe at first base. Then Nolan Miller, next batter. Hard ground ball, gets through, rolls all the way to the corner. Scores Mullins from first base. Springfield was up 3-0 after 3. Martin Serrano, he would single against Sonny Pena in the 6th inning, right after a Jake Allen walk. 2 runners on, and Kyson Barney came through with a line drive to right field. There it is. Scored 2 runs with the bases loaded. Tied the ball game 3-3. And then that really weird play. You don't see this very often. 3-4 assist for Jake Dodge. Dunning, I think he earned a steak dinner. Gets the out. That was in the last half inning. New guy on the bump. It's a lefty. Michael Klein, wearing number 10 for the Drifters. 6 feet tall, 220 pounds, from Fresno, California. Going to Rogers State. Transfer from Fresno City College. Played for the Rams. Michael Klein, 17 appearances this summer, 28 innings pitched, only a 1.59 ERA. This guy has been their main closer. 6 saves on the year for Springfield. Thrown really well. According to the Springfield website, did not allow an earned run between May 29th and July 5th. Michael Klein, been their version of a shutdown closer. Currently 2nd in the WCL in saves with those 6 under his belt. 3rd in strikeouts, 38 of them. But here's a ground ball over to short. Kahaku, the backhander, throws offline, advancing to 3rd, and sliding in is Taryn Carlson. They call him out. Opportunistic, tried to advance on the ground ball, but the throw from Nolan Miller over to 3rd is really good, and the tag put down by Chase Nye gets the out. That was a ground ball by Sawyer Nelson. I think it was a really close play. And here's the entirety of the play, starting from the beginning. It was Klein, kind of a soft ground ball to the left side. Kahaku, throw over to 1st. Actually gave Nolan Miller the opportunity to get a run up on it and throw over to 3rd. Carlson sliding into 3rd, head first. Doesn't get there. The fans didn't like the call, but it's out number 2. Infield single for Sawyer Nelson. Swing and a miss by Jake Allen, evens the count 1-1. He's got 2 outs and a runner on 1st. Huge swing in this inning. Berries just 1 out, runner on 2nd. Nelson was going to be safe at 1st. Good defense by the Drifters infield. It's Miller out there at first base. Cooper Mullins at 2nd. Kahaku Harrison at short. Chase Nye over at 3rd. Michael Klein trying to do what he does best. Another school that I've never heard of, Rogers State. That's in Claremore, Oklahoma. So we got a lot of Midwest guys on this roster. Notable alumni, John Starks, New York Nick. Counts 3-1 for Allen. He's been on base the last 2 times he's gotten up. Hit by pitch and a walk. He finds himself in a full count. That was a low fastball. Catches the lower part of the zone. A win tonight would move the Drifters into 7th place in the South Division. It would move the Berries into last. I don't know if they've spent any time there in their history. Definitely not this summer. Here's the 3-2. Pop up into the air in foul territory toward the Berries dugout. It has just enough juice to drop down in the general admission section. Scared a couple of fans over there. Man with the beard gets it. They're looking around. Still don't know what hit him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Berry going and talking to the fans. They saw off right. They earned a hug. But always got to be watching out. Flying baseballs. I mean, we're at a baseball game. 3-2, Klein. That's hit hard by Jake Allen. High into the air to left, but it doesn't have the juice. Comes down into the glove of Carson Hansen. Missed opportunity by Marion. 3 outs. Had 2 hits in the inning. Leave a guy on base. So they're still down 4-3. 7 in the books. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. Taking a break. Coming
The
back
contestants,
after this.
Leroy. We got Addie, Laura, and Molly. And they are going to ride the trikes down here around me and back. Uh-oh. And Dingle. Keep it PG, Dingle. You guys ready? And they're off. Red trike is red. It's red and green. Red and green. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Let's see, red comes out of lead, but blue's on the inside pad. It's so close. It's so close. Laura wins. Molly second, and Addie just had fun. Dingle and Berry are still doing it. Give it up to Capital Auto Group's trike race.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by AOE Chiropractic, specializing in sports medicine, strength and conditioning, and performing arts and esports medicine. Dr. Sean Barnes offers sports physicals, injury evaluations, and comprehensive treatment plans at AOEchiropractic.com. Healthcare Appreciation Night at Chemeketa, presented by the Oregon Specialty Group. First 500 fans into the ballpark were given a free cooler bag. It's the top half of the 8th inning. Berries down 4-3 against their nemesis, the Springfield Drifters. A team that every time that they've faced off has always been looking up at them in the standings. Doesn't matter. Springfield 8-2 against the Berries. Their 10 matchups all time. And there are the Drifters, wearing the gray tops and bottoms, blue socks, blue caps. The Drifters, they got their name from the drift boats going up and down the Willamette River that goes right through Springfield and Eugene. Also from the easygoing lifestyle of the region, drifting around in life. Now you know. Springfield is up to bat. Leading off the inning is Evan Thomas, redshirt freshman at UC Santa Barbara. Looking to get some action for the Gauchos in 2027. Thomas 1 for 3. Double down the right field line back in the 2nd inning. Also reached on a drop third strike in the 6th. He's facing off against the new arm on the bump for the Berries, Taylor Worth, wearing number 2. Taylor Worth, the righty from Coronado, California in the San Diego area. 19 years of age. Goes with the changeup. That one misses low. 1-1 the count. Taylor Worth on the summer. He's now made 9 appearances on the bump. 0-1 record, 5.68 ERA. There's a swing and a miss by Thomas on the high stuff. Worth has thrown 12 2/3 innings. Struck out 18, walked 7. He's given up 14 hits. He's a UC Davis kid. Had a bunch of experience as a freshman. Made 21 appearances for the Aggies in the spring, going 2-2 with an ERA just above 6 and 22 strikeouts. Finds himself in a 2-2 count against Thomas. Two San Diego kids facing off here in the state capital of Oregon. Worth kicks and deals. Fastball. Tried to paint the outside corner, but just misses. Couple of yells from below us. Somebody didn't like the call. I just saw a Hillsboro hop hat. Somebody's confused. Now a full count. Here comes Worth. Fastball up and out. Evan Thomas walks to lead off the 8th inning. Quick stroll down to first base. Thomas with the free 90. 1,414 fans in the ballpark tonight for healthcare appreciation. And there's my guy, Hillsboro Hops hat, single A team, up near Portland, playing at the new Hops Stadium. Looks like his wife is wearing the old retro Mariners logo on her shirt. Another fastball from Worth is outside. It's LJ Lehue. He walked in his last at bat, 0 for 2, ground out and a pop out. Getting his first looks at Taylor Worth. Worth working with a fastball right around the high 80s, low 90s. He's going to throw it right there, 88 miles per hour. Again, misses outside. Something pulling his fastball away from these left-handed batters. Infield reserve seating on our first base side. If you use code Berries Live, you can get a free ticket. Come on out. We've only got 7 home games left. 2-0 pitch. Hammered foul. High up in the air toward the fun zone. Drops down behind a couple of kids. They had no clue. The fun zone is being deflated. Another sad sight. Come on back tomorrow. We'll have it going. Resby Field is still up. Worth misses again. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lehue. Can look ahead for the Berries after this home series. They're going to have 7 straight games on the road. Makeup game against the Portland Pickles on Monday at Walker Stadium. Starts at 7:15. After that, they go to Ridgefield for a 3-game set. Fly ball to center field. Noah Scher ranges back to get it. He makes the catch. 1 down in the 8th inning. After a trip to Ridgefield, the Berries will be going next weekend down to Springfield, playing the Drifters for the 3rd time this summer. They'll be the most frequent opponent for the Berries on their schedule. And that road series will end on July 26th, and then a day off, and the Bears are back here. Weekday home series against the Bellingham Bells, intra-division opponent. That looks to be a pinch runner over at first base, number 41, Nick Gimino. Started last night at third base. He's now on first. Worth goes with the fastball. That's a bunt laid down in foul territory to the third base side. Karsten Hansen, the left fielder, tried to leg it out. Gimino goes back to first. Hansen, slow walk back to the box. A lot of lefties in this Drifters order. Team that's 4-15 away from home this summer, but they have won 2 series in a row. Beat the Walla Walla Sweets. Took 2 of 3 from Walla Walla. Actually beat the Corvallis Knights in the 3-game set before that. Interesting bit of information. That game, that series was played at Hamlin Sports Complex in Springfield. The first time the Drifters have beaten the Knights at home dating back to 2022. They had lost 10 straight games against the Knights at home before finally beating them last week. 1-1 swung on and missed. Fastball 88 miles per hour. Scoots by Hansen. Got one out and a runner on first in the top of the 8th inning. Berries up 1. Two shakes of the head, 3 shakes of the head by Taylor Worth. Get to his 4th pitch. Let's see what he wants. Here's the 1-2 offering. Off speed in the zone. Strike 3. That's a nice pitch. Curveball, 75 miles per hour, breaks in toward Hansen. Didn't even take the bat off his shoulder. Backwards K for out number 2. Low inside part of the zone. Nice frame by Serrano. And back to the Cerveza swinger, Kahaku Harrison. Worth goes back to the curveball. Wasted it outside. Harrison, since his 2-run home run in the 2nd inning, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a lineout. Graduate of Punahou High School at the Open Division level, the island of Oahu. Most populous island in the state of Hawaii. Swings and misses through a slider. Nice pitch breaking away from him. Here is that home run in the 2nd inning. Big old leg kick by Harrison. He's got a lot of power in that swing. Top 5 recruit coming out of Hawaii this spring. Going to Rice. He awaits the 1-1. It's Worth to the plate. High fly ball to center. Same spot, but doesn't have the distance that his first one did. Scher squeezes it for our 3rd out, and that does it for the top half of inning number 8. No runs on the board for the Drifters. Did walk the first batter. He was left on base, Evan Thomas. Berries only have 2 chances left. They're down 1. Have to come up with at least 1 run to keep this game going. We'll take a break, come back, live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. This is Marion Berries Baseball. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom half of inning number 8. Game summary, Springfield up 4-3. We've shown you that Kahaku Harrison home run a couple of times back in the 2nd. That was the first runs on the board. Kyson Barney came through with a 2 RBI single with bases loaded in the 6th inning to tie the score 3-3. But it was Cooper Mullins on that weird play. Grounder to first, ended up in the glove of the second baseman. Dunning scored a run from 3rd. That's where we are now. Martin Serrano will lead off. The catcher going to Ohio State, future Buckeye, excited to be a part of a growing program. First pitch from Michael Klein, swung on and missed. It's a curveball. Martin Serrano, top 5 in the WCL in home runs and RBIs. Leads the Berries in both stats. Swings and misses again. Quickly down 0-2 in the count. Klein comes at him with the finesse. 2 straight. Curveball is 73 miles per hour. His 0-2 offering. Out of the zone. Tried to get Serrano to fish. No go. Martin Serrano led Pocatello High School to a state championship in Idaho as a junior. He was the state championship game MVP, and he hits one hard to center field. Martin Serrano back to the wall. That one hit the camera in center field. It's gone. Bounced off of our center field camera. Line drive by Serrano. We've got a light show at the ballpark. Solo shot to tie the game. Get in there, Martin. Boom. Big old swing. That's what he does. 7th bomb of the summer, 32 RBIs. Tie ball game, folks, in the 8th inning. 99 off the bat. Hopefully the center field camera's okay. Here it is. Nice swing. Just got a smooth swing from the left-hand side. Thought there was a chance that Gebhard could get to it. Hard ricochet off the white thing. And it did. It moved our camera in center field. Hard hit baseball. Martin Serrano's done that so many times this summer. I had the opportunity to talk to him after a game a couple of weeks ago, and he told me, man, those home runs, those are happy accidents. He's trying to drive line drives over the head to the gaps of both the shortstop and the center fielder, the second baseman. And when he gets a hold of one, yeah, that just comes with it. 4-4 your score. Hopefully you stuck around. Late inning baseball in the WCL. Doesn't get better than this. No outs, nobody on. 0-2 count to Tyler Dunning. Michael Klein in the windup. There he goes. Curveball stays outside. Michael Klein, the closer for Springfield. It's been so good this summer. But Serrano got the best of him. He goes changeup, 74 miles per hour. That one misses out. Michael Klein appeared 19 games out of the bullpen for Rogers State. The Hillcats was 3-2 with a 3.82 ERA in the spring. His 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed by Dunning. So there's the Drifters' first out. Tyler Dunning now 1 for 3 after a single back in the second inning. He's also walked. He heads back to the dugout. Brings us to a pinch hitter. Instead of Jake Dodge, it'll be Gavin Price. He was my player to watch yesterday. Means we're going to have some movement in the field because Dodge was playing first. Gavin Price, an outfielder. I wonder what Coach Brock has cooked up on the lineup. First pitch to Gavin Price. Not really a confident swing there on the changeup. Goes by him. Gavin Price playing his college ball at Louisiana Monroe. Just redshirted as a freshman. That fastball just a bit outside from Michael Klein. Price was 2 for 7 in 4 games and a start for the Warhawks. Also had a walk. Graduated at South Salem, the all-time leader in Saxon history in RBI's home runs. Takes a fastball above the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Price also graduated as the 6A all-time leader in runs batted in, and all of those records have since been broken by his Berries teammate and former Saxons teammate, Sawyer Nelson, a year younger. Loaded up, but held back on the off-speed. Out as low and inside as you can go in the zone. Counts even. Nobody out there with an out after the solo shot to lead off the inning by Martin Serrano. Klein in the windup. There he goes. Swung on and missed. Man, that's a dangerous changeup. Two straight swings and misses. We've got 2 outs. It's Kyson Barney next. Hefty swing and a miss in the first pitch, man. Michael Klein keeps going back to that changeup. Coming in the low to mid 70s. His fastball sitting around 86. Fastest pitch he's thrown today, 88 miles per hour, was on that home run by Serrano. The 0-1. Kyson barely makes contact. He's down 0-2 quickly. Tie ball game 4-4. Bottom of the 8th. Springfield with a win would win the series. A win for the Berries would even it up. Trying to beat the Drifters for the first time in 2026. Klein kicks and deals. Swung on. Miss, drop third, tag is made. That's 3 consecutive swing and strikeouts. So that's a great bounce back by Michael Klein after the solo shot. We will go to the top of the 9th inning. Tie ball game, man. Doesn't get better than this. 9th inning baseball, late inning baseball. You better come on back after the break. Live on YouTube and the WCL Live app. Marion Berries. Photos of the night taken by Sauce Studio and Design. We're going to have both of those guys on the broadcast tomorrow in the top of the 4th, so you better tune in for that. We've been taking great flicks for the last 2 years for the Berries and have to talk to them in the Minuteman press box. Set up for a fantastic finish. Top of the 9th inning. Drifters 4, Berries 4. Taylor Worth sticking around on the bump. Worth 5'11", 165, going back for his sophomore year at UC Davis. Righty comes with a fastball. Hard bunt, went behind his back. Wow, Gebhard does it again. And he's found something out, folks. Just hard bunts right back to the pitcher as they're coming out of their motion. That's a really tough play to make. Worth falls backwards trying to backhand it behind his back. Doesn't get to it. Second consecutive bunt single for Gebhard to lead off an inning. Came in today batting 167 with just 13 hits on the year in 31 games. But he's on base and he's going to second. That's his 20th stolen bag of the summer. Aiden Gebhard near the top of the West Coast lead in stolen bases. And he's in scoring position. That would be the leading run. Hasn't been the best day for Hunter Meyer at the plate. 0 for 4. He did reach on an error in the 7th inning. Big old lead by Gebhard. Bunt shown, pulled back. Fastball in for a ball. 2-0 the count. Hunter Meyer played 40 games for the Titans of Cal State Fullerton in the spring. Batted .245. Had 6 doubles, 11 walks, 37 hits. Joe's bunt one more time. That's in the zone. He was 2-time All-League at Los Osos High School. 2025 Baseline League Championship at Los Osos. Huge Los Angeles Angels fan. Also models his game after Mike Trout playing the outfield. Speaking of the Angels, used to call this very ballpark home in the mid-'80s. Myers behind the fastball. Line drive foul evens the count. The California Angels had a single-A minor league team, the Northwest League. The Salem Angels played their ball right here from about 1981 to 1987. Joe Madden was a manager for the Angels here at this ballpark. Chopper to short. Nelson goes to third with it. His throw is high. Ends up near the Drifters' dugout, so everybody's going to be safe on the paths. I liked the decision by Nelson. The execution was not there. Probably would have gotten Gebhardt at third base. But the throw on the run got away from him over the outstretched glove of Taryn Carlson. Fourth error of the night for the Berries, and that's just too many. Here it is. High bouncer to Nelson. His throw way over the outstretched arm of Carlson. Two runners in scoring position, no outs. The Berries have brought the infield in. Chase Nye back up to the plate, the lefty. Fastball misses up and away. Chase Nye singled through the middle in the first inning. Since then, popped out, reached on a drop third, did lay down a sac bunt in the seventh inning, so he's 1 for 3. Second game played this summer. From Cedar Ridge, California, went to Nevada Union High School. Offers at the fastball, fouls it toward the parking lot. Nye, 5'8", playing third base, going back for his senior year at Bushnell. Batted .313 for the Beacons of Bushnell in 38 games as a junior. Collected 46 hits. Earned himself a Cascade Collegiate Conference Player of the Week after an 8-hit weekend at Simpson College down in Reading. Cooper Mullins on deck. All-time Drifters leader. Games played, at-bats, hits, walks, runs batted in. Count 2-1. There goes Worth inside, just underneath the arms of Chase Nye. Nobody out for the Drifters. Barely just turned out of the way of it. Goodbye pitch would have loaded the bases. Count is 3-1. Thanks to everybody who stuck around. It's the top of the ninth inning here at Chemeketa. Timeout called. Pitch clock violation. They call it on Worth. That's ball 4. And that walks Nye. Free 90 loads the bases. So, looking at the sunny side, now there's a force out everywhere. Opportunity for a double play. Out of the dugout comes Coach Brock. I believe he's going to pull Taylor Worth. That's Damian Catano awaiting the motion. There he goes, coming out of the Berries bullpen. Day is done for Worth, making the walk back to the dugout. And we will let Damian Catano get warmed up on the broadcast. Taking a break. It's Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app.
Well done, well done. Those vocal lessons are just coming in good for you, Leroy.
This is what has happened in the top of the ninth. It's bases loaded, no outs. Here's how we got there. Leading off the inning, Aiden Gebhard bunt right back to Worth. He couldn't bring it in. Ended up sitting on his butt on the mound. Then we had a weird play, a grounder from Hunter Meyer over to shortstop. The runner on second base. Gebhard decided to go, but the throw over the head of Carlson at third from Nelson. And then a pitch clock violation. Haven't seen that called a lot this summer. Didn't even seem like he was waiting that long. Loads the bases. Damian Catano's the next man up. Starts us off with a fastball, 84 miles per hour. Foul tip back in the glove by Cooper Mullins. Damian Catano, a two-ray player from Monrovia, California. Goes to the curveball, drops down into the zone. I like it. Going to his freshman year at St. Mary's. Graduate of Arcadia High School, two-time San Gabriel Valley All-Area Player of the Year. Draws a fly ball. Foul out of play to the left side by Mullins. Catano struck out 87 batters this spring with a 1.68 ERA on the mound. He also hit .353 with 26 runs batted in. And put in a bad situation. Bases loaded, no outs. The 0-2. Hit hard. That one's rolling down the right field line all the way to the fence. Going to score 1, 2, 3 is going to come home. They're going to hold Cooper Mullins up at third base. A bases clearing triple. That's Danny Weidman over in right field. Had trouble getting it off the fence. 3 runs cross. Hard hit baseball, 91 off the bat of Mullins, right by the new first baseman, Hudson Flora. Big swing for the Drifters. Cooper Mullins coming through, the Michigan Wolverine. He's on third base with no outs. Bunt laid down, a squeeze. Catano can't bring it in. He kicks it out of play. And everything going wrong for the Berries. Another run crosses. They're now doubling up. Marion 8-4. I swear, 2 swings ago we were tied. Not sure what we're chatting about here. Out of the dugout comes head coach Jeff Lyle. Eugene native, second year back with the Drifters. This was a guy who grew up in Eugene before moving down to the Central California coach. Went to high school at Arroyo Grande. I had a couple of cousins graduated from Arroyo Grande. Played college ball at Merced Junior College before transferring to Fresno State. But here's that last bunt. Catano whiffed on it and kicked it out of bounds off his shin. I believe Tyler Dunning, coming over to cover first from second, collided with the runner at first. So that is what we were chatting about. Still no outs in the inning. 4 runs have crossed. Drifters have doubled their output in the top of the ninth. Fastball low and outside, ball 1. And that's not Evan Thomas at the plate. That's a new batter. Nick Gimino swings and misses to even the count 1-1. Nick Gimino yesterday Couple of RBIs. Foul tip back into the glove for strike 2. And here's the end of that last play that we saw score a run. Two guys running into each other past first base. Gamino swings and misses again. So Catano gets our first out of the inning. Swinging strikeout by Gamino. He was 1 for 3 yesterday with a double and 2 RBIs, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And he goes back to the dugout. First pitch swung at by Lehue. Karam's off the backstop. 9:21 p.m. Closing in on almost 3 hours of game time. Still have a bottom of the 9th left, so it's not over yet. Heading to second base. That's Miller. He slides in safe. It was a pass ball, got away from Serrano. Would have been there anyway. The low breaking ball makes it 1-1. Looking ahead for the Springfield Drifters, who are 6-4 in their last 10 games. They go on the road to the Portland Pickles up at Walker Stadium Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the 21st through the 23rd at Walker Stadium. All 3 of those games starting at 7:15. They will then be back at home next weekend against these Marion Berries. 2-1 pitch at the eyes of Lehue. 3 balls, 1 strike. Marion down 4 after giving up 4 runs here in the top of the 9th inning. Catano walks Lehue. He's our latest reliever. Starter tonight was Lucas Plenert. Through 5 innings. And he was fantastic. Yes, Ross Day, father to Audrey Day, our Berries intern, saying that, yeah, it was one of the best pitching performances for the Berries all year, giving the kudos to the newly minted University of Pacific pitcher, Lucas Plenert. I think it was a great outing. The walk puts 2 runners on base for the Drifters with 1 out. New batter up, Colton Perez. That's the pinch hitter, filling in for Karsten Hansen. Perez came in late last night. Pinch runner also got an at bat. Takes a fastball in the zone for strike 1. Colton Perez, 6'5", 225, the lefty from Laverne. Graduate of Bonita High School. Currently in the transfer portal. Takes another strike. This one, curveball breaking away from him into the zone. Started 37 games for Vanguard in the spring. Appeared in 43. Batted .221. That was a nice 0-2 pitch. The fans are not happy, but it was definitely outside. 1-2 the count. Colton Perez spent his first semester in college at Gonzaga before transferring to Vanguard. Spent the last year and a half there. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Both outs this inning have been swinging strikeouts by pinch hitters. We've got 2 down. .72-mile-per-hour curveball. The bottom fell out on that pitch. Another pinch hitter. Let's see who that is. Zach Story, the starting third baseman in game 1 of this series. He is back. Wide stance in the right-hand batter's box. He's got 2 runners on. 2 looks back to second base by the pitcher, Catano. Goes fastball to start it. They say that caught the zone. This is Story's 16th game this summer. 8 hits and 42 at-bats, 10 walks, 6 RBIs. Catano goes fastball again, middle. Zach Story batting 190 on the year. Finds himself in an 0-2 count with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Two-strike, payoff pitch from Catano, flown out to foul territory to the right side. Weidman giving chase. It's going to bounce down in front of him. Safely in foul territory. Been a lot of subs in this game by both sides, more defensively for Coach Brock and the Berries. Hudson Flora now playing first base. Dunning and Sawyer Nelson are still your middle infield. Both corners different. Taryn Carlson is at third. In the outfield, I believe it's still Noah Scher. It's hard to see his face out in center now. The light's getting real low. Weidman is new over in right field. Catano, another fastball. Fouled back against the screen. Also looks to be Jake Allen sticking around in left. There's Noah Scher wearing number 14, playing in the middle of the outfield. 0-2. Hard hit baseball. Curves foul. There's Danny Weidman with the yellow cleats, Butler Community College sophomore. Here's another guy spent the first semester of college baseball at a D1 program. Spent the fall with the Oregon Ducks before leaving, playing great JUCO baseball over in Kansas. Catano, another 0-2. Man, doing the Bee Gees proud. That's Zach Story. Waiting the 7th pitch of this at-bat. I believe that's 4 fly balls in a row, and they've gone foul. Hard hit baseball to left field by Story, but Jake Allen goes and gets it. That one looked like trouble off the bat. Berries, not a great inning for them. Give up 4 runs. Springfield in the driver's seat with a half inning left to play. Berries need 4 to keep it going, 5 to win it. We've seen them come through before. Here's the swing by Cooper Mullins that gave them all the momentum. A hard ground ball. Gets by Flora at first base, rolls all the way to the wall in right field. Cleared the bases. Springfield now with the lead. Going to see if Michael Klein can close things out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're taking a break. Marion Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app.
Cole Weber with you, the Marion Berries broadcaster. Getting mobile. We're out here at the front of the concourse. Right as you enter into the stadium, you come into this new and improved plaza, and everything about this place screams a fun time. We've got the Marion Berries merch container. Right as you walk in, you can get anything you want. Shirts, hats, accessories. This is the place. If you want to rep the Berries, you got to come here right as you walk in to your right. And as we keep going, the information desk, starting lineup, standings, Los Planditas, the food truck. They've always got great stuff. Tacos, burritos, quesadillas, whatever you want here. But if you're not feeling it, you can always come to the Berries concession stand. Nachos, hot dogs, burgers. They've got anything you want. But don't sleep on the Marion Berries.
Hopefully you're still with us here at Chemeketa Baseball Field. Bottom of the 9th inning, Berries baseball. We are back. They're down 4, seeing if they can make a comeback, try to even up this series. Here's what else is going on Saturday, July 18th. Edmonton beat Port Angeles 4-2. It was the Ridgefield Raptors snapping the 10-game losing streak, beating the Bend Elks 4-1. Yakima shutting out the Pickles 8-0, putting it on them. Wenatchee has come back. They beat the Harbor Cats 7-2, bottom of the 8th, and Kamloops 8-6 lead for Bellingham, and Kelowna beating the Nanaimo Night Owls 9-5. Danny Weidman will lead things off against Klein on the bump, the lefty. His first pitch goes with that changeup, the Pattison changeup. Misses low and in. Danny Weidman subs in for Cale Barney, the right fielder, getting his first at-bat of the night. And he pops one high into the black sky. Behind third base, called off by the new shortstop, Chase Nye. Subbed in there. He moves over to short after starting in third. Nick Gimino comes in at the hot corner. Drifters 2 outs away from their second win of the series. Taryn Carlson is next. 1 for 1 with a single through the left side. I believe every time he comes up, feels like he hits the baseball hard. Haven't seen him starting recently this summer. He's behind the high fastball. Oh, 1 pitch. Little blooper over the head of Nye at short. That gets down. I told you. Taryn Carlson coming through with base hits. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Making a great argument to keep playing. Little bloop, base knock, 69 off his barrel. He's on first base with an out, down 4. Noah Shares at the plate. 0 for 2. Swings at the first pitch. It's popped up high into the sky. It's over toward the picnic deck, and that's where it will come down. Bouncing off a Modelo umbrella. Noah Share, the 6-footer from Salem. South Salem Saxon, playing his 25th game this summer. Came in batting .215 with 14 hits, 5 doubles, 13 walks. He's down 0-1. Yeah, check swing, he went around. That's strike 2. Michael Klein does not have the opportunity to earn a save. Right now he's trying to secure himself a win after blowing the lead and getting it back. Second in the WCL with 6 saves. Kicks and deals. Changeup stays up and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Share. Here's that check swing. Share knew he went around. Loss tonight for the Berries would move them to 14-23 in the standings. Share shuffles out of the way of an inside fastball to even the count. Marion started the summer 5-1. 9-21 since. 3-10 at home. Even count. Share swings and misses. And that's out number 2. Now who else? 2 outs, last chance for the Berries. Runner on first, Sawyer Nelson. Cue the Billy Withers. Sawyer 2 for 4. Solo home run and an infield single. Spits on a curveball that catches the high part of the strike zone. He's down 0-1. Sawyer hit a baseball hard in the 3rd inning. 102 off the bat. That one's still probably out there in the grass past the right field wall. Second long ball of the summer. Big lead by Carlson over at first, and that's 2 consecutive curveballs by Klein, and he's up in the count. Berries down to their last strike. Saturday, July 18th. 2 hours and 50 minutes of baseball has been played. Michael Klein kicks and deals. Bouncer gets by the catcher, Lehue. Carlson stole second base. He was going no matter what. There's a runner in scoring position. Can't get 4 if you don't start with 1. Sawyer steps back into the box. Leading the team in batting average. Came in batting .274 with 20 hits. Now got 22 and 2 home runs. The 1-2 from Klein. Curveball. Did it drop enough? No, it did not. Really close. Sawyer's got better eyes than me, as evidenced by his 50 walks this summer. Deuce is wild. There's that last curveball. Ooh, that's close. Klein comes set. The pitch. Hit hard, fended away by Nelson. And he's been pulling everything to that right side, the lefty. All-time 6A leader in home runs, RBIs, and stolen bases. One of the 3 South Salem Saxons. We've seen them all play tonight. There's Michael Klein, the closer, trying to come through for these Springfield Drifters. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's a W for Springfield. They earned it. They came through when it mattered most, put up 4 runs in the top of the 9th inning, and then they close out the Berries in the bottom half. Klein earns a swinging strikeout from Sawyer Nelson to get the win. Springfield takes the series. They move up to 15-23 on the year. Marion falls to 14-23. They're now in last place in the WCL South. And there's the last pitch, some high heat to Sawyer. We're going to take a break on the broadcast, come back, talk to our Berry of the game. Stick with us. Berries Baseball live on YouTube and the WCL live app. Minuteman press box here, post-game after the loss of the Springfield Drifters 8-4, but I've got my Berry of the game down there in the SMB logo. Lucas Plenert getting his first start of the summer on the bump. He's pitched 17 games. How did it feel, Lucas, to actually start a ball game on the mound?
Great. I loved how I could just take like the whole day to really spend my time getting ready for the game. It was a lot of fun. I started a lot over the spring. So it was really good to get back out there and just kind of set the tone from the beginning.
Yeah, what's funny, I mean, people who have just started tuning in and watching this summer wouldn't know it, that you're not used to being a reliever. I mean, you started last summer for the Berries. You started all 11 of your games for George Fox in the spring. Did you like moving into this reliever role, or do you like more being a starter?
I don't know if I'll ever have an answer for that, honestly, but I love relieving because it doesn't give me any time to overthink things at all. I just got to go over there and just fill up the zone. I don't have time to mess around, try and be too perfect. I just need to go get the outs as fast as I can.
Absolutely. I mean, it really helps with your mindset. You just have to go out and throw the ball hard, which you've done well this summer. Man, I have to congratulate you. I texted you this morning, asked you if you had committed somewhere yet. You told me no, and then I waited about an hour and a half, and you go, actually, you know what? I just got off the phone with the University of the Pacific, and that's where I'm going to go. How excited are you for that next experience?
More than I can describe in words. It's really just an incredible opportunity. I never really, a couple years ago, I would have never thought I would have this kind of opportunity. So I'm just so excited beyond words, really.
We're all excited for you, Lucas. That was a great outing by you, throwing 5 innings. You gave up just 4 hits, 2 earned runs. You struck out 6. I think it was a great job on the bump as you got fans running around in front of you. They're running the bases. Lucas, I'm going to let you get a good night's sleep. You earned it. Congrats to you committing to the University of the Pacific. Anything else you want to say while we got you here?
Go Berries.
That's the right answer, Lucas. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, too.
Berries end up losing 8-4. Man, they brought it all the way back. They tied the game in the 8th inning, but it was the Drifters. They came through, scored 4 in the top of the 9th to get their 15th victory of the summer. Let's see if the Berries can snag one on Sunday. Berries and cream for the last time this summer. You got to come back. Tune in. First pitch scheduled for 5:05 p.m. That does it for us on the broadcast. Cole Weber, hoping you have a good night. Signing off from Chemeketa.